gab und gibt es aber auch immer das Böse.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. First of all, let me apologize guys, I really hate being late. I try and do these streams so I can be there bang on time. In fact, usually I'm sitting here early, a few minutes ready to go, and I even press the button early sometimes. So what happened today is the core developer of the PC Engine CD, core for the Analogue Pocket, is a personal friend of mine. So I've had some updates from him. I've been testing some stuff on there. And I kind of got the latest one and it kept crashing on me, but then I realized I've kind of changed some of the orders of my folders and some kind of other stuff there. So I was kind of rushing around trying like an older version of the core, then a newer one. And then I kind of realized, right, so it's been a while since I really started playing with this like properly. And I remember, right, so this only supports bin and Q files. It only works on an exFAT micro SD card. It has problems on an SD card that's formatted as like FAT32, so you need exFAT. Now, what Mazamars is hoping to work on is he's hoping to work on bringing the bin Q limit, so that the amount of files you've got to exceed the number of 27, and hopefully it will get to a higher number like 99, right? Like some of the games that have 99 files. I'm not sure if this version has it in it or not. I'm just going to show you some things here, right? So if I go and if we go to core settings, load ROM ISO, I just remembered I made a folder called less than 27, right? And these are ones where I know the games are less than 27 bin files. But what we can do, right, is some of these games here, I've got this Turbo Graphics pack, right? And this Turbo Graphics pack, the first game here it's definitely more than 27 files, right? So I kind of just want to run this. I'm not expecting it to run, but honestly, I don't know what all the changes that are in there. There's a big time difference between myself and the developer. Okay, that's not right. That's still Castlevania stuck there. Are we gonna kind of go into game? What I'm hoping is my Analogue Pocket doesn't crash out. Okay, so not quite doing it on that one. That's a little bit more. Let's go back and let's do the ones that are 27 files or less that I kind of know. I probably need to clean my micro SD card a little bit. I'm not sure if these should still be on there, these JSON files. Maybe I should do like there's a cleanup option with the updaters. Now there's a game Rainbow Islands, and from what I remember, when you clear the level, hopefully it will just, I really hope I don't have to completely quit out. No, okay, so something's up here. Let me quit out of the core. Again, guys, just want to point out this is something that the developer's working on in their spare time, and it's not really, it is in alpha state still yet. Yeah? So do expect a lot of issues, but the stuff that does work on it work well, and I'll be able to tell if there's an improvement if I look at Rainbow Islands, right? If I see Rainbow Islands and I'll see what we're going to look for is when we clear the level at the end, there's another little sound effect that comes in. If that sound effect isn't there, then that has been working quite well. Now, what I will say about the developer of this core, they are very, very talented. They work very, very quickly. Once they start working, they get stuff done quickly. But like with a lot of people, right? They've all got full-time jobs. They've got family lives. There's a lot of stuff that you kind of need to get on with. Okay, so trying to run something with more than 27 bin files crashes the core, right? But hopefully this version, the sound sync will kind of be okay. Just want to say hello to everyone. So Raging Cajun, my guy, how you doing? Fitter X55, wicked, good to have you. Super Dimensional in the house, wicked, and Ryan Casper, wicked. Right, let's I think it's the bottom mode. I can't always remember. Right, so what we'll try and do is we'll try to put the volume down just a tad. Actually, no, maybe I should have a little. No, put it up a little bit, right? Again, absolutely fantastic game, Rainbow Islands. If you haven't played this, you really should. I've heard like the PlayStation version is really good as well. I keep meaning to try it. I actually think I've put it on my Mister. Don't try the PlayStation core on your Analogue Pocket. It doesn't quite work. And pro tip, whenever you see the stars, go for the stars. So I'm going to shut up a little bit when I do the level. And let's see. So what I'm going to do is when I jump up here and clear the level, it's kind of going to go quiet. Then you're going to get at the end. Previously used to get dun 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 dun. So I'm going to put the sound up as well. Let's go. Okay, should be quiet now. Okay, the sound is sorted. So what would happen there, right? You see at the end of the level where when we collect that treasure chest, it would play like a different bit of music from the boss, right? Okay, I'll try and describe what that sounds like, and it would be like dun 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 dun. That it will just randomly you do the level, you get like the level end music, right? And then all of a sudden, randomly, it will just go dun dun dun. Really, really out of place. I remember it because I like this game, and I do forget a lot of stuff, right? But this one I specifically remembered. And one of the things Mazza said was, he said, look, there should be the sound sync issues. A lot of those should be gone. Now, the next thing he's going to try and get done, among some of the other stuff, is he's trying to get it so we can get those additional files. And that just means, yeah, there's a lot of games out there with more than 27, right? So we're limited to what we can play effectively without the sound desyncing. Now, there is a tool out there, right, guys, that lets you convert multiple bin files into a single bin file. So your game will just have one Q file and one bin file. But from what I understand, it's a little bit troublesome. It does cause that brings issues in and of itself. So what we want to do is we just want to get it so the core gets updated, and when you're grabbing those bin and Q files, everything's just working hunky-dory, and hopefully that will come in the future. Now, I know a lot of people like CHDs. I've got some CHDs on my Sega Saturn core for the Mister, and they're definitely very they save on a lot of space, right? And as far as storage goes, you can have it's a fraction of the size, like definitely less than half, right? So again, this is working good. So what I would suggest is, if you're going to get this version of the core, there's like a download link to Maz's GitHub. It might be available via the updaters. If you want to get this core right now, what you can do is you can download it, but I would recommend only going for I've got the triple rainbow, only going for games that you find in bin and Q, and the way they've been ripped without going for any additional processes, they're 27 or below. Then to be honest, based on this experience now, the first one we're checking out, they should work really, really well. Like Rainbow Islands is working well. We're gonna down a couple of points there. Let me see. I think the boss is just above here, so we can try and get that sound from the boss, right? And that's the sound that was coming on the previous versions of this core. So really, really can't wait. Okay, let me turn it up a bit. This sound. I'm gonna lose that. So what would happen is, as soon as you would complete the level, you'd get a treasure chest and you'd hear that dun 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 dun, this sound here. Now here, like we can see there's a cropping issue, right? It's restarted and we haven't got all the screen, right? Let's do something else. I'm going to turn the sound down as well, because I kind of suck at the boss fight if I don't have my rainbows, man. I need my rainbow power. Now, I don't know how we can fix that, but obviously this is something that will get fixed. This is, again, you know, Mazamaz has specifically said this is a work in progress core, right? There's work that needs to be done to it, so this is nowhere near the final stage. So these are the games I've got on here that I've had on it for a while that are under 27 bin files. I did grab a whole pack as well, which is this one here, which should be like a whole bunch. It's like 80 or 90 gig. Takes up, it's the biggest thing I've got on my micro SD card. So hey guys, how's everyone doing, man? We haven't got much going on in chat. Let me check chat. Test. Usually you guys are talking in here. Just make it, here we go, it is working, so I can see it there, and I can see it on stream as well. Wicked. I know I talk a lot, but I do like you guys talking as well. Let's look at this, right, because this really has one of the epic intro. Look, I don't know what's going on, so I tried to load another one. I can't remember if I completely need to. Let me see if I can just reset core. Like I said, guys, don't base like what the final core is going to be or what it's going to look like on everything you're seeing here. This is just a work in progress alpha build that we're looking at. We're having fun, we're trying stuff. Rainbow Islands on it felt absolutely fantastic. Now, I'm not someone that had the PC Engine Duo. I did have a PC Engine. I'm basing my experience on like the Amiga version. That's where I played it, right? But it feels spot on. When I was playing it until I lost the life and it kind of cropped at the bottom. But again, all this stuff here is going to get resolved. Let's have a look at this, right? This game is rock solid. Oh, Shellformer, thank you very much, man. That makes me feel good inside. So yeah, this is tough, guys, but it's Castlevania. It's I don't. Oh no, I think I've done the wrong one. Then I need to go into that folder less than 27. I have to remind myself that if I don't go into that folder, it's going to crash, because I think those are just JSON files there that are generated that don't really point to a game, and those are the technical issues I always have, because I kind of tried to make my micro SD card a little bit better. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and delete all the JSON files after. I should have done that before, and then I'm going to add them again after. So I need to go into this folder. If I select something from this folder, it should have the files, but anything here, it's going to crash. So I need to remember, hopefully, to do that. So let's have a look here. This version should work, unless I ran, okay, no, less than 27 right now. This time it should work. So some of this stuff is my fault here, right? It is down to user error. And if you're a regular on the channel, guys, you know I'm pretty good with user error, right? I mean, I would say I'm actually quite famous for it. Let's do a little bit of merch on screen in case you want to get some Pixel Cherry Ninja merch. Definitely want to get like a Castlevania style one done at some point. But we've got some Analogue Pocket style stuff as well, that if you guys do want to support the channel, I won't spam this stuff. I might put it on screen, but I will stop going on about it. But let's put the volume up a little bit, because this is just absolutely wicked. Oh, Mr. is king during an Analogue Pocket stream, but I do stand by that decision, man. For me, Mr. is the damn king at the moment. Here we go. That's the Analogue Pocket kind of t-shirts we've got, and we are looking good in those. Absolutely great work by the models. I love bringing them to do their work here. And again, very, very good intro here, guys. Absolutely love this intro. Big Castlevania fan. Absolutely love it. But guys, when I tell you, this game is rock hard. This is like Dark Souls before it was Dark Souls, you know. Castlevania, it was how it was. It's how we learn all the easier. We learn from we learn from your mistakes, man. Yeah, you know what, you kind of have to, man. You kind of have to. You make mistakes, you do stuff, you kind of go on there, right? And that kind of just goes for everything, doesn't it? It's always better to learn from someone else's mistakes. So I say, you see someone else make a mistake and you think, you know what, yes, I've seen your mistake and I'm going to learn from it, right? Then you make the mistake and you learn from that yourself. But either way, all good. Yo, level 1 online, wicked, lol. I couldn't even get past the second level on a casual play. Yeah, I did this on a stream one day, and I think I've done it on the Mr. I done a Mr. stream, and I was like, yeah, I did Castlevania, I got to play it. But yeah, I couldn't do it. So what was really sad, right? You know what's nuts, right? Is I tried actually playing this on a TurboGrafx 16 controller that I've got, right? And when I played it on the TurboGrafx 16 controller, unfortunately the menu button wouldn't work. It wasn't quite the menu button, so I had to then use this Bluetooth controller. I do like the Bluetooth controller, but sometimes I can feel the latency, right? I can feel it. I can feel it, right? On some games in particular. With some I'm kind of all right, but guys, this is a tough ass game. But you know, the intro is so good. The sound just gets me buzzing, man. Banging. Yo, unloved homie, morning. You know, it's almost evening for us, man. It's 5:30 here, but all good, my bro. Good to have you. Good to have you around. I don't know if you've seen. I think you might have commented on a retweet, but the Analogizer, the website is up, right? And yeah, it's. I think they're like. I saw them as £48. So to be honest, right? I don't know how much they cost, right? I was. Yeah, I was like, okay, you know what? When Francisco kind of told me about them and everything, offered me one, I was like, look, I'm not going to use it. So I'm kind of good with it, right? But I honestly thought they'd be around £100, like that. I thought it would be closer to the price of a dock, right? You know, you use it on your Analogue Pocket. But I have to say, he's priced it very, very fairly. So I don't imagine he's making like a massive, massive markup on there. I think even if he sold it for like 60, 70 or something like that, it would be fair and okay, right? But yeah, I mean, all things to the guy, man. The guy just done it wicked. Does it translated version Rondo work? No, it doesn't, right? It doesn't work on this one. My volume on my screen isn't too loud. I'm gonna put it up a bit, but the next game's gonna go crazy. Love this. Look at this. What an epic intro, guys. Now I know this game is tough. I know this game is bonkers, but hot damn, man. Love the speech. Everything about this is pure style, man. Come on. Okay, I think I need to fire those skulls. Oh, okay, you going? No, you going? Couple of hits. Love the speech, man. I don't know what it is about Japanese speech, right? Like growing up, playing a lot of games like and hell, you know, all like, especially from fighting games, right? It just sounded so darn good, man. Love, guys, the soundtrack for this is so good. You know, I like the jump you've got in here. Let's do it once we're clear. Wicked. What? This has got a lot of these enemies in there placed like that. It's very, very annoying, right? But you need a lot of patience. Something that I could definitely use. But yeah, guys, this game is excellent, but man, I'm telling you, this game is tough, right? Bit of a Resident Evil scare there, right? Look at those guys jumping out of windows, man. And fact, bone breaks windows, right? So yeah, either that or you'll break your own bones. Don't try this. Ah. No, man, my energy is half. I really need to get some meat. Again, guys, the soundtrack is just... Oh! There's something across here, might be. Yeah, baby, we're eating. We're good. Do you know what, like, first time I played this, one of the enemies that you see here, you think it's a boss, right? But it's not a boss, it's... What a banger. Look at that. You'd be mistaken, you know, for thinking that was a boss, right? But that's Castlevania, man. I wish if I was like very good at games, right? This is the I'd love to play this, but I'll stick to the Metroidvania ones for now, right? Ah, no! Patience. You can't, you know, for any second you think, let me do multiple attacks. You know, you want to wait for that fist to come out, right? Again, look at that. Again, sound for this and everything is alright. Even an earlier version of this was good, right? Come on, give me a bit of meat, man. I don't want to fight the boss with... We'll do this boss and then we'll do another game. We'll even try, you know, to see if we get anything random working, because some of the big pack that I've got, some of those might actually have... Oops, what a waste. Don't want to waste any... Ah! Man, I'm telling you, this game is tough, right? Item crash. I can't remember. Does this game have an item crash on there? Let's have a look. Let's get into menu now anyway, because I'm gonna die again on that boss fight. I need to be rested, focused. You know, I need all my stuff. Hey man, this is sick, wicked. Yo, Ed Cruz, how you doing, man? Who else? Timberland, welcome. Absolutely awesome, guys. Oh, we got Neo Severa in the house. Yo, bro, how you doing? SNK Kev, my bro, in the house, right? We got a full party here today, man. So let's see if we can load a ROM ISO, right? So we'll go. Can we do it from another game? If no. Oh, hold on, maybe no. Okay, so we need to, on this one, we need to exit the core. I'm pretty sure on a previous version, right, we could just go in there. We could just what's the easiest way to get to it? That's what sometimes I like doing stuff with just one core on there. So that's less than 27. Let's see if we can, I don't know, let's try and find the random game in here, right? So I don't know what's let's see what's here. See if any of these kind of works. I've got different versions of cheeky boys. To be honest, I don't really know much of this system, so a lot of the games, I downloaded this pack from archive.org. I just thought, let me grab it, because I know at some point Mazamars is just going to surprise me, and he's going to be like, look, things are working on here now, right? And I'm going to be like, okay, cool. Also, there was an English translation there. What's this? Makate Tamako. Now, I'm not expecting this to run. I'm not expecting this to run. I'm expecting to kind of leave the core, right? But let's, here we go, load error. Okay, yeah, so we tried, right? So let's see. It'd be good if we could kind of get this without actually leaving the core, right? So, okay, let's go reset core. No, okay, I can see that in the back, unless something happens, no? Right, okay, cool, that just kind of takes us back there. Extra sprites, no. Right, arcade system. Let's just go reset the defaults a second. Right, we're going to have to exit the core. I'll try and, in fact, let's just try and run another ISO. It's not going to work, but you know what? Let's try it, right? Let's see what letter sounds good. You know, S is always a good letter for games, right? S is always a letter where you get like loads and loads of games in there. I think Mazamars mentioned, he mentioned Sherlock Holmes in one of his in his kind of notes of what he wanted to do. Let's do Super Raiden, right? Is Super Raiden going to work? Let's see. Is it going to go anywhere? I know we've got that kind of faint look there, but this is something that we're experimenting with, right? So I'm going to have to leave the course. So it's a little bit long-winded changing the game. Yo, wicked, man. Nice. SNK Kev, congratulations. A member for 2 months, man. Let's celebrate. Oot, oot. Okay. So, okay, need to find a quick way of doing it, right? So let's go. Okay, here we are, PC Engine CD. And so let's go here. There's a game with S we went into. I just want to load that one fresh. If I can bloody remember what it was. If I Super Raiden, right? Let's see if it works. Let's run it vanilla. What would be really interesting is not using JSON files to load games in the future. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's worked. Okay, cool. We've got a game working in there. So I imagine, guys, like this one. So the pack that I've grabbed, right? So you saw the folder there that said less than 27. So those ones there, it's a bunch of games I've had on there from when Mazamars first released the core, right? When the core was first released, I had a folder on there, and I just put that folder on there with games specifically, right? With less than 27 bin files on there. Now, the reason that I kind of, the reason that I did that, I was like, okay, you know what? Like this core, when it does work, and for certain things it works, I can run it with games that are less than 27 files, and I'll put a list together of some games I like, some games I'd like to use on a stream and for content, and I did that, right? But with the whole pack I've put on there now, it's hopefully we'll get that kind of extra support for extra bin files. But the pack I've grabbed now, so there's going to be some games in there that are less than 27. I just don't know what they are, right? So it's literally luck of the draw. But wow, Raiden, man, this game's good. Put your hands up if you've played Raiden, right? Everyone's played Raiden, right, in the arcade. It was just one of those games that it always be in the arcade, and I'm pretty sure it's the one that I mentioned before that I saw very elderly, very elderly, like an old Chinese guy, man, absolutely wicked, like, you know, close to 70. It was Raiden that he was playing, man. It was he was playing it, and he was very, very good at it, man. Like very, very good. I can't remember what color I like of the power up. Oh, is it only red? I've got an option for. Kind of like, I remember liking the blue one, right? Let's get some medals, man. I want to be that decorated war hero. Again, this feels good, man. And PC Engine CD, fantastic. Love the PC Engine even more, but this is good with all the sound that it has. Ooh, what am I gonna get here? Wow, there's a. This was a tough game, man. A lot of stuff going on. But it was a very, very good game. YouTube is not receiving. Oh man, you know what? I need to get that wired connection, man. I'm running it on that low latency thing as well, so sorry about that, guys. I should have even turned my router off and on. Your experience might not be exactly wonderful at the moment. Let me I'm gonna bring up like the kind of connection widget, man. Really need to get a little bit more organized, guys. I kind of had this yesterday. I should have just gone straight away, turned my router off and on. I've got a cable ready. Right, I'm kind of gonna crash here. Let's have a look at it here. Open widget, and why is it giving me a poor connection? That just kind of sucks, right? I don't even know what to do. Right, let's quit the call. Let's run another game, guys. I'm really sorry if you're having a little bit of a bad experience with the stream. This is just something I kind of need to work, man. I need to really can just get that wired connection in there and kind of reset my router, man. Wicked. That's what you do. Matt Myers, try all caps. Okay, sorry, I'm reading stuff there that might not be exactly related. So let's go back in here. Okay, and let me know. Kind of forgetting my alphabet here. PC Engine CD, wicked. Oh yeah, I don't know what it is, Neil Severa, man. It's YouTube yesterday and today was a bit flaky, but I use Wi-Fi for my streams. I've never had an issue. I had like one issue ages ago, and since then I've not had one. So let's go. Okay, so guys, what we'll do is we'll do one that we know will kind of work, right? So let's go bonk free, because that's a decent one, man. And okay, so now my stream has gone back to like healthy. Do you know what's really funny, right? Both my neighbors on each side of where I live are elderly, and if I wanted to be unethical, right, what I could do is none of them know how to set up their internet, and they both got decent internet connections, right? I could actually use their connections and not pay for the internet. All they do, I don't even know what they use it for. So one of my neighbors, I think one of the kids, they got, well, I say it's a kid, the guy's like around in his 40s, but he's mentally disabled, and the mum's very elderly. She's like probably close to 80 now. Right, so yeah, he just uses it for yeah, he just uses that tablet for watching like videos on. And I don't want to go into what kind of videos he watched, but when he asks me for troubleshoot the tablet, I don't touch that thing. I just tell him it's broken. You need to go to a shop, because if you imagine, right, he's physically like in his 40s, but mentally he's like 13. So it's like back in puberty days, and you've got a tablet with unlimited access to the internet, and that's all he uses the internet for. I remember him bringing a tablet over, and I was like, dude, like, and all like sticky stuff on it and everything, and I was like, look, dude, you need to take it to the shop, or you need to take it here and they'll charge you for a repair, or you need to get another one. Like, he uses his tablet so much, like it lasts like after a couple of years it just kind of gives up, right? And then the first time I initially tried to help him, right, guys, I didn't even know you could open that many tabs. This guy had corn tabs open, right? He had all this corn tab, but I'm talking like hundreds of tabs. Like, honestly, I'm one of those guys that likes to close down my tabs quickly. He absolutely had loads down. And on the other side, I've got a lovely old lady. She's actually really nice. She gave me and my daughter some food. She was like, look, I know your wife's away. She knows my wife as well. So she actually had some rice and like a chickpea curry she gave me. It was nice. It was all right. It wasn't that spicy though. But yeah, that was cool. Right, let's do this. Let's run a bit of this. I like Bonk. We tested out Bonk 2 yesterday, right? Bonk's Revenge. So this is Bonk 3. And it's all about the bonking. Absolutely love how the character's massive in this one, man. For that, absolutely wicked. And yeah, wicked. Oh, well, you know what? Yeah, awesome to do a Sunday stream, man. Tell you, I'm gonna be so sad when I go back to work, man. You know, when you see this guy first time coming, you think that thing is out to attack me, right? And it's just an NPC in game. Love it, absolutely love it. What? I was jumping on his head. Okay, I need to, yeah, it's not. Yeah, okay, cool. Whee! Excellent. Excellent stuff. Yo, hey, this is one of the best things about this game, was just balancing the enemies on there, man. Oh, what's the second stake level? I think it goes darker, doesn't he? I want the sweet. What? I shrunk. I kind of forgot about that. Interesting. Come on, give me some. Ah, come on, there's too many trolls here. Guys, the Bonk games are really, really good. I know a lot of people that played the PC Engine had it. I had it as PC Kid for the original PC Engine, part 1 only. And I really, really liked it, man. Really, man. There's too many troll plants in this. Oh, at least I can bounce it around. Oh, okay. That's interesting, right? There's got to be something down there, right? Oh, well, I shouldn't be able to smash that. Whee! Head first. Ooh, a big bit of meat. Does that let me float up or something? Again, this is very, very interesting. Oh, wow. Do you know what that... It looks like... I thought this would let me jump up. Oh, wow, wow. I can. Look at that. I'm swimming in the air, man. Yeah, that's a proper butthead, isn't it? I'm not a fan of that butthead, to be honest. Okay, let's get up. Meat, absolutely like it, man. Who else is in here? Yo, Virector Diode, Wicked, good afternoon, good morning to you, wherever you are. And sorry, Neo Severa, question for you: sticky tablets and bonking. You know what? This is the thing I like about streams. I just go on a random rant, man. I have no idea. I have no game plan. I have nothing that I'm gonna go with, right? And we just go on there. But guys, I'm telling you, right? I've never seen so many tabs open with this guy. But I get it, right? It's like, you know, when you're young and you first discover that stuff, you're really into it. Like for him, his eyes have opened. But sorry, Neo Severa, right? Going back to a question here, right? Have you got your Mr. Laggy yet? Because again, I'm really interested in those numbers on that Uniqlo Nova Blast. It just looks wicked. I don't have space for it, but if I can ever make space for it, and you know, as much as I'd like an arcade, I think the Nova Blast does a really good job of it, right? Provided it's low display lag. Sorry, I might have said input lag there. If it's low display lag, it sounds like it could be something really good to get. You know, like you can put everything in there. I can attach like a little PC to it, put Fightcade on there. You know, I don't really play modern consoles, but I could put those on there if I wanted. It sounds wicked, man. As long as that display lag isn't there, we're good. So let's exit this core. I'm not going to try and load the game without completely exiting the core, right? Because it's proven just way too many times that doing that runs into issues. I will speak to the developer of this core once this stream's over. So he's in Australia. So last time he came on the stream, he came on the Amiga stream because he was responsible for bringing Amiga over to the Analogue Pocket as well. And it was like 9 o'clock here, but it was like early in the morning there, man. It was like 7 a.m. or something. So he just got up, was having his coffee, and we were kind of doing the stream together. So let's take a chance with one now, right? So if you guys have got a title of a game, I don't mind, write it in block capitals, and we can do that. So I'm just gonna pick Monster Layer. Let's see if it boots up. Right now, if it's under 27, it should work. If it's above 27, then no joy. Oh, okay. Well, hey, joy, baby. Excellent. We have got Retro Tuners in the house. Wicked. Yeah, do you know what? Retro Tuner Nova Blast looks like a wicked option. And the main thing I've got is because there weren't any numbers for the display lag, right? R-Type, no problem. Let me get some stuff written down and we can test it. I think I've got R-Type in the working ones, so that one should work. Well, at least from what I remember, it works, right? So, yeah, Nova Blast looks wicked. And if I can find a place to put it in my house somewhere, then yeah, it'll be and the price is really good as well, right? You know, you can buy the stool, you can buy the pack. I think altogether it might cost like a grand or something. I don't know. Maybe I can try and blag a concession on it by saying, look, you know, I like the numbers on it. Let me get one, do a review on it, and you know, won't expect something that expensive for free. But if I can get like a discount or some kind of rate that maybe some people have sometimes, yeah, wicked. It's something I might be able to kind of like have in my life at one point. I don't know where I could put it in right now. That's what she said. Again, fantastic stuff. Shame my PC Engine controller, the menu button didn't work on there, man. Maybe I need to update it. I should have checked that as well. That would have been good to update, right? Wow, this has got quite a quite a banging soundtrack. I love this power up. That's just very cool. Again, I like this one as well. Just love the power-ups in this damn thing, man. You know, like the weapons you get in here are just so good. But yeah, guys, the Nova Blast looks it looks like something. It looks good, man. If the numbers are low, I'm okay pretending it's a CRT, right, with scan lines and whatnot. I'm kind of good with that. I'll be like, yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna. I'd love to have a CRT and everything kind of hooked up there, but I'm good running it with scan lines. I'll just pretend it's a CRT, and it just looks so darn nice, man. So yeah, it may well be something. It may well be something to consider picking up, right? I just really want those numbers, man. Once you know, if those numbers are like less than 5 milliseconds or something, then yeah, that would be acceptable. I mean, what would be great if they've got 1 millisecond. 1 millisecond display, right? Or, you know, if not, if the screen can even be replaced to house something in there. But what's difficult, right? I think the aspect ratio, Neil Severa, correct me if I'm wrong, the aspect ratio is 4:3, right? Or is it something similar to that, right? So if it's 4:3, it's difficult to get a screen that's 4:3 these days, right? So you're limited in your options with screens, and I've had that with different manufacturers. When we're buying, for example, I'm really into handheld PCs, right? And the handheld PCs I've got, like now it's really good. The one I've got now, the GPD WinMax 2 and the ROG Ally, right? They the screens on them are natively landscape, right? Whereas like something like the Steam Deck or the ones before, they were like portraits, so they had to use like old tablet screens. So now the screens in those things are getting better as well, right? Okay, let me write down. I saw R-Type there. Oh, I'm glad, guys. I'm glad you remember block capitals, right? So Lords of Thunder, just writing stuff down. So bear with me. Right, what else have we got? All right, so look, Lords of Thunder. Gonna go down here. Final Lap Twin, absolutely. Final Lap Twin. Now remember, if they're over 27 bin files, they may not work. Mad Stalker or Super Darius 2, why not both? And guys, if I haven't said so already, there's a few people in here with a really good channel, and one of them is Retro Tuner. I like the guy. He does a lot of streams, and I find a lot of hidden gems through him. So he'll be sharing something. I'm like, shit, man, I need to try that game. And also Neil Severa. Neil Severa has got good channel, and he shows a lot of Nova Blast stuff on there and other interesting stuff. There's interesting stuff on there. So they're two people to definitely check out. Yes, he's 26 inches 4:3. That's a great size for an arcade machine, man. For an arcade monitor. Seriously, it really is. It really does look good, but like, I'm going to sound like a broken record here and I'm going to stop, but it's got to be about those numbers. Like, I would be gutted if I spent like, I don't know, whatever it is, like 1,200, 1,300 pounds. If I spent that much money on there, right, and then I got it and it had like, you know, a frame of lag, 2 frames of lag. Like, don't get me wrong, I may not feel that on certain things, but I know as soon as like I want to put Fightcade on there and I want to play Third Strike, or I want to play Super Turbo on the Mister when my friend comes around, I'm gonna feel that lag, man. I'm no ifs or buts. I'm gonna feel that damn lag, man. R-Type complete. I'm not sure if this one worked. Let's try it nonetheless. So it'll just be gutted, right? If you're investing that much money, you just want to make sure that everything is good, everything is working. Matt Myers, how you doing? What does this new CD engine? Do you know what? Actually, Oh, okay. So I don't think R-Type is working. Let's try a different version of it. We're going to have to quit the core again. Right, so there's still a lot of bugs. Some bugs have been squashed. There are still some in here, but primarily anything with under 27 bin files, right, and one Q file is kind of good to go with that. One of the main things in here, the sound would go out of sync even on stuff that was working. Well, that no longer seems to be an issue. For the games that are 27 bin files or less, the sound seems to be sound, right? So let's have a look. So did I run the wrong one? I need to go into that less than 27. If I'm not going near, it's not going to work. Let me run this again just to make sure, right? Because I may out of habit pick the wrong one. Is it going to work? Yes, I see a lot of stuff works. I just forget. I need to remember, man. I need to go into that less than 20 second. I captured 11 milliseconds on the. Oh, is that wicked on the top, 25 on the bottom? But I've been reading up on it. I need to try other settings, etc. Okay, cool. To be honest, with numbers, even if the number was at 11. I'd really have to want it and think, you know what, this is what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna accept it, right? Because in some circumstances, a frame which is roughly 17 milliseconds can to some extent be kind of acceptable. I'd rather not have that because I'm so used to playing on like the Mister, and the screen that I use now, I always say it hasn't got the best brightness. So if I'm playing a dark game, like a lot of N64 games, right, it doesn't look that good, especially in bright light, right? But I've sacrificed it for 1 millisecond of display lag. Now, at some point, at some point, I am going to buy myself an OLED, and with that 1 millisecond of display lag, because when you've got stuff like Misters and that, one of the reasons that I've got it is because of the latency, or the lack of latency to say, right? So right, I'm writing down Gates of Thunder, thanks for the capitals. So yeah, is the lack of latency, and I feel to play it on a screen that has a lot of display lag is counterintuitive to the reason as for one of the main reasons you may have got into FPGA gaming. So yeah, it's a little bit mad there. That's a little bit disappointing, Neo Severa, man. I really do hope that's kind of I hope it's incorrect, and I hope like it is at least under 1 frame, because under 1 frame, okay, you can live with that. I mean, I'm not going to feel 1 frame in the vast majority of games. That's like 1/60th of a second, right? But I will feel it on fighters, right, more than anything else, right? Do you know what? I put this on here. I'm not even sure if I've played this, right? Again, I'm digging all the FMVs and everything. I've got a drink here. I'm just going to open it, right? In case you heard that sound, that was my can opening. Again, it's just a cherry aid, right? Because I bought a 24 pack from Amazon. But I let some of the gas out. Yesterday I had a drink in a glass, and that was really good because I left it. It was I finished it now. It was Professor Pepe, a fake version of Dr. Pepper, and it was very tasty. But I had it in a glass, so when I was drinking it in here, it was cold, refreshing, but it didn't give me burps or anything like that. So that was a breath of fresh air, honestly. Right, let's look here. Wicked. Right, not sure if I've actually tried this before. No, it converts all the games. Yeah, see, with that conversion that you do for 1 bin and 1 queue, it presents issues, right? So I kind of stuck away from that, right? I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that, right? What I'll do is, right, I've got so much to play on the Analogue Pocket. Honestly, like, as much as I like exploring systems and checking this out, if I really want to play it, I've got a Mister, so I have got an option there to play this. I was like, cool, I'll just run with the bin queue under 27, right? I'll just run with that, and when the time comes, when this core gets updated, I'll run with it, right? And that's kind of like what I'm doing. But it seems like that time is sooner rather than later, right? Because the developer is looking at this core, they're looking into it. They've put out a few alpha updates, and they haven't done that since like at least 6 months, maybe even more, right? So that's a good sign. But honestly, I'll tell you something about Mazamaz. The guy works fast. Like I've he's been kind enough to sort me early builds of his Neo Geo core, his Amiga core, even this core, right? So I will speak to him. The guy will say, yeah, I'm working on this. I think it's going to take me like a week, right? And don't forget, our time differences are extreme, like 10 hours, day and night difference, right? I'll go to sleep, I'll wake up, and it'll be like, yeah, by the way, I've done that, and he's exceeded beyond what he's done. So you know, once he does get going, I hope he kind of does it at his normal pace, and we kind of get that. But anything can happen, guys. A lot of developers out there, they do stuff in their spare time, right? It's something that they do in their spare time. It's something that they do because they genuinely like the project, right? They like this stuff out there, and that's why they do it. And it is just a hobby. So, and people have got lives, right? People have got families. Most developers that I know and I speak to are married. They're family guys, right? They're family guys. So you know, you got family commitments, man. I have commitments in between videos and that. You know, my daughter, not so many commitments with her. She's more of a homie with her mum. But my two boys, man, I have to, like, having boys is like exercising wild animals, man. I have to, like, I'll take them out. I'll get tired and they'll come home and they're literally climbing up the walls again. And I'm like, look, like, chill, boys. And yeah, they go there. If it's cold, I take them to like an indoor play center. If it's summer, they go park or whatever activities they kind of want to do. They do boxing twice a week, which is really, really good as well. I'll tell you what's really funny, right? For anyone out there that's got young kids, right? And I'm talking like kids from the age of 1, definitely till about the age of 6, right? IKEA is amazing, right? And I learned this because when I just had my daughter, right, I only had 1 kid at the time. Now I have 3. We took our daughter to Legoland, right? We went into Legoland, checked it out, guys. I went there, it's like queuing land, went there for ages, and you know what, she didn't even like it that much. Went there for a whole day, went there for the dirt. I'm not interested in, you know, theme parks, anything like that. For me, they're just queuing land, and you got to buy bonus DLC in order to jump the queue. But even when you jump the queue, there's a whole queue of people that are paid to jump the queue. So it's I just can't be bothered. You know, the popular rides are like a couple of hours. If my kids want to go, I'll tell them, go with your school trip. I'm not taking you there. Like, go with your buddies. It's cool. I'll drop you there. I'll pick you up, whatever, but I'm not staying, right? But so I took my daughter to Legoland, right? And then one day we went shopping to IKEA, right? And guys, you know what was nuts? My daughter was proper happy in IKEA. You know, like all the washing machines and the cookers and all that. Man, she was going crazy. She was playing with him. I've never seen her so happy. I'm like, wow, this is amazing. And I was like, what a life hack. It doesn't even cost anything. So then for the next few years, right, I went there. I would even take like a bottle of milk. So when it was time for a nap, she'd go on one of the beds, drink her milk. She just enjoyed playing with like the makeshift rooms and everything. And I was like, guys, I'm kind of onto something here, man. You know, and then my 2 boys, they were like, Dad, can we go IKEA? So what I would do is during the winter when it's all cold and everything, we would go to IKEA. Unfortunately, what's happened now is the IKEA that I've had close to me is no longer there, right? IKEA have changed their dynamics. They've now said that they kind of do stuff via showrooms. You order stuff online and that one's gone. But guys, I am telling you, if you've got an IKEA showroom near you and you've not taken your kids there, and your kids are like between the age of 1 and 5, I mean, to be honest, if I took my boys now, even now they'll go there and they'll enjoy it, right? Okay, let's try the next game, which is Lords of Thunder. So IKEA is, seriously guys, it's wicked. Yeah, they've got decent food there as well, man. I'm not really a big fan of meatballs. I end up buying like some of their sweet stuff and fries, and their ice cream is decent as well. My kids absolutely like it. So it's like they go out there, they play, and then they get themselves a treat. It really, really is. It's like a win-win, guys. Like, it's wicked. It's just a shame there's no IKEA near me, man. I've got to get. It's interesting. You end up getting stuff from there, man. It's nice. You end up getting stuff you don't really need, but you think you want. But you want it, but you don't really need it, but you buy it anyway, right? And yeah, but yeah, again, for kids, it's amazing. I remember putting my kids and saying, go knock yourself out, jump in that cot as much as you want, because at home they weren't allowed to jump in the cot, right, when they were very, very young, or you know, you'd get the older ones. So let's go in. What we got? We got Lords of Thunder, which I think I've got in my less than 21. Yeah, we have, and that should work. Yeah, guys, wicked. I loved, homie. I think you've got young kids as well, man. Try IKEA one day, right? Honestly, as far as I'm concerned, guys, IKEA is a furniture-based theme park for young kids. They just absolutely love it, man. And guys, if you're just on the stream, hitting that like button really, really does help out. It helps. From what I understand from YouTube, I'm still learning. It helps pushing the content out there so other people can discover it. But again, it's at your will, right? I know some people don't like to have a profile built on them via all the social media companies, and they don't want them to know what they like. But if you can press it, I super appreciate it. Yeah, man, wicked. Like, I'm so, I can't tell you how disappointed I was, right? My closest IKEA was, we're talking like a 10-minute drive from my house, like maybe 2-3 miles. Wicked. My kid, Dad, can we go IKEA? Like, you know, I was like, yeah, cool. Winter time, that is where they flowed, man. That is where they went, and we'd walk around there. I even knew the shortcuts that the staff used to take, you know, to get around the store and everything. I knew it well, man. I knew it better than most video games I played for years, man. I went in there, but like the closest one to me, all right, it's not too far, right? If there's no traffic, I could probably do it in half an hour drive-in, but there's always traffic there, man. It's around, so around London you've got a ring road, right? It's called the A406, the great I can't remember the name of it now. Oh, the North Circular Road, that's it, the A406, right? It goes around there. Now that's the ring road around the city, and it's pretty much packed most of the time, right? So I just can't be bothered taking them down there, man. But maybe they're a bit older now, so I don't necessarily have to. Since IKEA closed, there's what's really good is we've got these like indoor play areas, right? And my boys, they love it. They've got like obstacle courses and things in there. You pay it and you kind of get on with it, man. It just looks really, really good. Right, let's try this. I'm not familiar with this game, guys. What's the time? Yeah, I can still do maximum about another hour and a half from now. So, Lords of Thunder. Is this a shmup or I can't remember. Okay, fire armor, wind armor, water armor. You know what? I'm just gonna go OG fire, man, because oh wow, okay. What am I gonna get? I got 300. How much money do I need to get this stuff? Okay, silver shield. Oh, level orb, okay. What's this? All right, let's try this out. Thank you, good sir. You know what? This shop, the person's actually got manners. I like it. See, PC Engine CD, a work of class. IKEA is good for wives too. Oh, you mean like to find a wife? Awesome. Yeah, a bit too late for me now. Or do you mean to take the wife there, right? Because yeah, my wife didn't mind IKEA so much, but you know what, a lot of times when it became a, oh wow, this is good, when it became a furniture based theme park, I just used to take the kids there, man. My daughter didn't mind going sometimes when she got older, but the boys absolutely loved it, man. They would just go there, man. And they would chill. Okay, you know what, guys, I'm digging this game, man. Oh, look at that. Dragon on dragon crime, man. Use my specialty. This is a wow. What's a game? And guys, seriously, how good is this damn Analogue Pocket, man? Don't get me wrong, right? You know, I have my biases. I have my bias towards the Mister and the Analogue Pocket, both for different reasons. I absolutely love them, but wow, it's just amazing what we have got with the Analogue Pocket, and the fact it's a darn handheld, man. It's just boom, blows me away sometimes. Like I look at it and I think like, wow, this is mad. New video game idea. Furniture-based theme park tycoon. That's actually good. Best shmup on PC Engine. Oh, wicked Retro Tuner. I didn't. Oh, you mean PC Engine CD? Guys, Retro Tuner is a. When I say this guy he's like a tree of knowledge, right? If you want any information on games or anything like that, ask this guy. Like he knows, like he knows games, man. This guy knows games, and he's not finding stuff out by accident. The guy knows games, man. So definitely ask him questions. Yeah, this game's wicked. Oh, you know what? I was mashing the fire button, right? But I should always test to see if it has auto. And I like the fact that you kind of collect currency, right? That's cool. That's cool. Oh, and I like the melee attack as well. That's so good. You go near someone. Oh, I can walk as well. This game is so darn good. Oh, kind of, you know, let me unleash the dragon. Love the melee attack. This game is pure style. Now I'm playing it obviously on my LCD without any filters. I just imagine this really does come to life on like a CRT. I could just imagine it looking absolutely good. Guys, yeah, you need to play this game, man. This is a really good shmup. Thanks for whoever requested this. Thank you. Right, I got memory like a sieve. I'll probably forget it, but it is one of the games that I've had on here for a while, so I know it kind of works. So yeah, kind of good with this, man. Oh, again, wow, look at that! From above! Let's unleash the dragon. No, oh, I only had one dragon. I've unleashed that dragon already. And you've got a life system in here, so it's not a one hit, you're dead, right? Love the melee attack. Seriously like the melee attack in this, man. Looks wicked. Yeah, man, PC Engine CD is wicked. Absolutely wicked. And there'll be a lot of people enjoying a lot of this stuff on their analog duos, right? Yeah, yeah, that sounds good. Oh, I'm getting dragged down over there. And that little thing there, wicked. A very rock soundtrack as well, hasn't it? Isn't it? Sorry, hasn't it? Almost sounds like there's a guitar solo there, right? Oh, okay, let's go on the next game. But guys, this game's good, man. Final Lap Twin. Now, I don't think I've got that in my less than 27 folder, but we can check it. It might be less than 27 anyway. So let's have a look. So remember, guys, if you're running the latest core, when you want to change game, exit the core completely for best measure. So let's have a look. So less than 27. No, I haven't got Final Lap in here. So let's go in here. Under F. Oh, I'm really sorry I haven't got it. So the pack that I grabbed, I wasn't quite sure everything that it kind of offered. So I kind of went with the one there, and maybe it's not fully complete. Mad Stalker. Let's see if I've got that in here. No, I haven't got that in here. So let's go. Sorry. Right. Okay. No common. Have I got Mad Stalker? Okay. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Have I not got JSON files here? Oh, okay. It looks like I haven't got corresponding JSONs here. Right, okay. Really sorry about that, guys. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, let me just make sure. Is it only up to a certain letter? Right, we did run a game from here. Let me just go. What's interesting here? Right, let's go. No, okay. What am I doing wrong? Right, okay, hold on 1 minute. Let me go in here again. Maybe I've got... Because these were running, right? Let's go to... Sorry, what was the one we were looking at? Mad Stalker, right? Am I going crazy here again, right? So let me go PC Engine CD, run. This one here. M. Okay, what's the next one? Okay. It's very weird here, right? Okay. So, all right, let's go for the next one. Darius, I'm sure I saw Mad. Right, okay, so let's go Darius, which I haven't got in the normal one. So let's go into this pack. I can't believe it, man. This pack that I got just hasn't got... Why would I not have Darius? Right, sorry, guys. Kind of need to re-look into this and get those JSON files kind of up and running. That's very, very weird. So let's go in this folder, right? For now, sorry, the amount of games we have might be limited. I've got Gates of Thunder, and that should actually work. Here we go. Gates of Thunder is on. Wicked, guys. If you're just tuning in, wicked. Hey James, how you doing, man? Wicked. Hi Ninja, can I ask you a question? Is there a PS1 core for the Pocket? Well, do you know what? Retro Tuner says no there, and he's correct. There is a core. I've got it on here, but it doesn't work. It's terrible. Only certain games work. Oh, is it Super Darius 2? Right. Okay, well, we'll check that out after. Super Darius 2. Right. So yeah. So there is one. There was a developer called P-Gate One working on there. They kind of like, so what you could do, you had to really. You had to strip the games down. They ran at like 10 frames a second, very, very slow. So yeah, in one sense, yeah, maybe. But in other senses, no. Like Retro Tuner's right. Like when it comes to like a core, it really should be something you want to play, right? It's not something you can play. It's something that's just, yeah. It's a concept at best, if anything. Now, there was actually talk about, I can't remember what developer did it. I think the developer that was doing it actually spoke that you can use the cartridge port will let you add extra RAM to the Analogue Pocket. So I actually went and bought, the DS web browser came with these RAM cartridges. So I ended up buying one from CEX, but at the same time, I found one really cheap on eBay. So I've actually got 2 of them, but I've got no use for them at the moment. But I thought just in case that happens, I'll have 2 of these RAM cartridges to run like something like... to run something like a PlayStation core if it does become available. But to be honest, everyone just kind of says it's not going to happen. I'm not from a technical background, so I can't really understand that, but from what I understand, based on the Mr. Core and the logic elements and the hardware that's available, the Pocket can't, it just cannot do it, right? But it's still interesting nonetheless. I do ask Pgate1, I think that's their Twitter handle, at the letter P then Gate1 off the top of my head, right? I ask them from time to time, but they're really into, so what they do is they're an enthusiast. They wanted to make their own SNES core for the Analogue Pocket as well, and they really work on FPGAs. They kind of keep an eye on it, even like more powerful ones. They even speak about like doing PS3 on FPGA. They do a lot of stuff, but most recently when I spoke to them, or the last time I spoke to them was probably a few months ago, they said they've really been into these Tang Nanos and messing around with them. I mean, I'm not quite sure what they're kind of getting up to, because there's not been so much for Mr. and Analogue Pocket recently. I haven't done too much. I'm just going to go over to Maz's page and look at the release notes for this, right? So Mars 3, oh, okay, no, I'm looking at the wrong one here. This is Amiga. Oh, wow, where? Okay, all right. Okay, so what will make this? So actually, what he's done, is put it Mars 312 Amiga 0.2 Alpha. So he's actually put that in by mistake there. So that needs to go out. What will make this PC Engine CD 2.0 Alpha completed release? Get 99 tracks with multi-bin queue files. Remove the need for requirements of JSON files. Yes, it is now doable, but I need to do all the checks in the core. So that'll be really good. It just means you add the games on there, you got the max of 99 bin files, 1 queue file, and then you're rocking. You're just rocking. You don't need to create any JSON files to correspond with it. Like how you pick something out of the SNES core, you just pick something from there. Get video-based games like Sherlock Holmes corrected due to the data and CD-ROM timing. Okay, so what's left after this build? Find those pesky bugs that cause the core to crash in game. More sync issues with CD audio and some games. Please note that this was a show of concept that the Pocket can do CD-ROM based games, so I hope others might make on this core to improve on it. Okay, so that's interesting. So change log from 017, massive amount of work on getting the audio and data to the core from the MPU CPU in a reliable way. Made the MPU get data from the APF bus without having 2 lots of VRAM. This currently pauses the instruction side of the MPU from 1 to 3 clock cycles with dual ported VRAM modules. Can be used with the Amiga core. Okay, question mark. Correction of the timing in CD core, so the correct minutes, seconds and frames are sent. FIFO checking when sending data to the core, which was causing audio skipping. Removed the processing delay as an interrupt is now used on the MPU. Started on the process of getting separate bin files to be loaded. Next release will have this done, thus moving the 26 track limit in separate bin files. Sorry, it says 26, not 27. Auto updaters have removed the BIOS 1_USA PC Engine BIOS requirements due to there not being such a BIOS. Right, okay, cool. So that's the kind of notes that go with this, right? So that's it. Let's give this a shot. Again, what's this one here? This is Gates of Thunder, right? Again, good shmups on this system. Ryan, I've got the SNES Tang running. Oh, okay. What's that like on the same the 25K? I'm kind of interested in getting one. Nantamari is someone that I speak to occasionally. Just when I say speak to, not on a personal level, just on just over on Twitter, right? Exchanging stuff and having conversations on there. But they're really cool, right? Very talented. They brought over NES to Tang, and now they're bringing over they brought over SNES to Tang with you know, a lot of the SNES games working on there. So that's awesome. But it's something that I feel like I should maybe pick up and do some videos on there. I'm just lazy. I need to speak to the person and just be like, okay, what's the kind of best way to do it? Buy the components, put them together and do it. It doesn't look like rocket science. Maybe it's a challenge I can use, and it's something that can be useful to me. Again, this game is good, man. This system has shmups as well. I really like shmups, and that's one of the things that I've really been enjoying on the Sega Saturn, right? I've been enjoying those shmups. There's there's a vast amount of good shmups on there. I think someone put a tweet out earlier. I saw Mr. Addons retweet it, and it was like PlayStation, Saturn, and N64, the number of games it have, and what's your favorite, right? And people were picking, and I was like, look, I kind of like the Saturn, because since getting the Mister and playing the Saturn core, I just love it, man. I think it's a great system, such a great system. Now, at the time the Saturn came out, I would have been a snob and said, oh man, these are Super Nintendo games running on here. Why do I want to see this when I want to see some 3D stuff, right? Because that's the direction we were going in. That's what was cool. That's what everyone wanted to see. Not many people cared for 2D stuff, right? At least not at that time. But in hindsight, looking at retro games, wow, what a system, man. What a system, guys. Absolutely love it. And, you know, if you haven't tried the Saturn core, on your Mr. FPGA, guys, like, try that core. It really, if I had to pick one core that's my favorite, it's that one. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the N64 core. I like all the work Robert has done, and I have a certain appreciation for that as well. But because my bias strongly goes towards arcade games and 2D games, as much as I like playing some of the N64 games, the Saturn core, I think, is likely my favorite console core on the Mr. FPGA. It really is that good. And it's not something I ever thought I'd find myself saying or doing, but that's the beauty about FPGA gaming in general, right? The Mister, the Analogue Pocket, there might be a system on here you know nothing of. You know nothing of it, right? Let's say you never had a Game Gear and you start playing stuff on there and you think like, wow, man, like, I absolutely love this. I kind of wish if I played this back in the day, but you know, I couldn't afford to buy 6 batteries and have them go flat out in 25 minutes or however long they kind of lasted. So it's nice experiencing those systems. Maybe something like the Wonder Swan. The Wonder Swan's a good system. It has I really like Pocket Fighter on there. I like the fact that it's in black and white. It just looks really, really good. Yeah, so there's a lot of good systems to find, right, via FPGA. Now, you might find yourself in FPGA gaming due to a multitude of different reasons, right? Whether it's whether you got an Analogue Pocket to play some of your Game Boy carts, whether you just missed that DMG and you wanted that green filter on there. It played, you know, at least that launch, it played Game Gear with adapter, but played the 3 different Game Boys, right? You got into it, but now with openFPGA, you might have never had a Mega Drive growing up, and all of a sudden you're playing it, and then you play, right? Okay, so I had a Mega Drive, right? Like let me write Fighting Street down. So I was a snob that always thought Street Fighter was better on the SNES, right? Guys, since I started playing more arcade Street Fighter and I got older and we started learning about a lot more of the stuff, believe it or not, the special Champion Edition on the Mega Drive is actually better than Street Fighter 2 Turbo on the SNES. Why? Because it's closer to the arcade, right? It has CPS1 chains in there, something the SNES version doesn't have. Younger, I thought it was superior, so it's nice to find those systems. I mean, I had access to a Mega Drive, so it's not like I didn't. But it is nice to find a good system. A good system on the Mister was the X68000, which, wow, man, like, I was blown away by that. Just from the perspective that this is what, this is what our buddies in Japan were playing. I loved the Amiga, loved it. But you know what? It was just one of those things. Yeah, we had the Amiga. They had arcade ports, and you know, I like arcade, right? I know I say it a lot, and I'll say it again. I absolutely love it, right? Let's go into this folder, and I did run the updater to do the JSON files. So have we got a Super Darius? Ah, here we have. Please load. Yeah, the JSON is there. Okay, cool. Weird. Okay, so I don't know what's going on. The JSONs didn't show up earlier. Maybe. Okay, so that is. Unless it. Oh, hold on. Hey, we're in, boys! This is awesome. Absolutely love it. When I pick something out of that big folder, it really is a surprise, right? I have no idea what is going to happen, right? I have no idea, absolutely no idea. I know a lot of people love Darius, so Darius is cool. It's a good shmup. I just want to say hello to Alan D, wicked, my bro Alan D. So Alan has Alan has requested Fighting Street. I've wrote that down. Also, Alan is just awesome, guys. He's actually selling like a really nice stand and some little holders for the adapters that go in one place for the Analogue Pocket. I featured it on the weekly news show if that's something you guys ever want to check out. Right, so let's press this button Super Darius 2. Okay, no auto fire here. I think I've got an option to have alternative buttons for auto fire. Maybe I should look into that and turn that on. Let me try it. Let's have a look. Core settings. Use. Okay, turbo button 1. Ah, okay, see that's really interesting. But I want that to be a second button, so I think button 2 is the normal one. Let's put them both on turbo, just for now, right? See how well that works. Nah, okay, didn't work there. Maybe I need to reset the core for it to take effect. And we don't want to exit the core, so I'm going to spam the button, man. Really hate that I have to press another button for missiles, man. You know what, Darius isn't exactly my jam, you know. I don't mind it. I played, again, some of the ones on the Saturn are good. The Tato F3 one, I can't remember which one that is. I thought that power-up was actually going to leave. Maybe it did. But I can appreciate this game, man. And a big shout out to Andy D, man. Andy D got the Mega Drive version of this and added like a CD soundtrack to it. And it works on a Mega CD core of the Mister. And guys, you know, the great work about this PC Engine core, right, is, you know, if a developer wants to take up the work on Mega CD, they might well be able to do that, right? Let's quit out of here and go back in. They might well be able to do that. And what's really good here, right, is the developer of this core, they really like the game Stalker and the Mega CD version. So who knows, maybe one day they'll be like, oh, I want to play it, let me bring it over to the Pocket. Again, that is speculation, right? There's no context to that or anything, but you know, stranger things have happened, right? That would be absolutely awesome. Oh yeah, all right, Unloved homie, you know, I should have done that. Okay, we'll try it on this one. Let's see if that happens. I've set the option. So Fighting Street, right, so there's a few here. Let's go Fighting Street USA. Let me take a drink of the cherry drink. Hopefully the gas has left it. Just for a record, guys, I like Street Fighter, but Street Fighter 1 is horrible. Yeah. I like the soundtrack though. Oh, there are strong characters like you all over the world. I love how they all say this thing. You might be, I can't remember, you might have won this fight, but there are strong characters like you all over the world. Yeah, it's working, it's working. It's the top buttons above it. Interesting, that's the way to kind of do it, right? I want to just mash it, because in Street Fighter 1, once you get a special, it's crazy, right? And there literally is no way. I'm doing clean fireballs. I've got bad D-pad, there we go. Why didn't that connect up? He's blocking stuff, man. Don't be blocking stuff. This is a proper game. You need to mash. I've never worked out how the special comes out, right? You kind of do it and it just kind of comes out. No, I can never forget that voice, yeah. Don't worry, all over the world. Love it, love it. Hopefully I'll win a fight so we can see it, right? Yeah, the soundtrack for the stage, right? The background music for the stage is fantastic as well. Come on. Oh, look at that. Oh, perfect. Let's see if we get that speech. Guys, Random Gaming Moments has a good channel as well. Yeah, he plays games, no talking, just plays games. Sometimes you find decent games on there, man, that you may have never heard of. Let's see. Oh, there's no speech. I'm going to have to do a words friend, but don't forget there are many guys like you all over the world. Oh, it did say, okay, it takes a bit of time. Sorry about that. I ruined it. Growing up, my best friend dominated the original. Yeah, do you know what? About Nonya, I don't really, I don't know. Ryu Kenden. Is that a game? I'm writing it down because it's block capitals. Now, this is a darn cool character, right? I'm trying to do a hurricane kick here. Right, I really like the soundtrack for this, man. Come on. Right. Gotta hear that. So I'm gonna go quiet on that one. We go all over the world. All over the world. It sounds like they've got Rocky Balboa on there, you know, doing that kind of you know, windscreen commentary, or in that case the guy that lost. Come on, one hurricane kick. Ah, oh, done it. Wasn't that good though. Right, let me turn it up. I want to hear that. Let's hear it. This is allowed. Let's press the buttons, make it go faster. Indeedy. Right, let's do this.
Don't forget the Analogue Pocket all over the world.
Hey, epic. Love it. Oh. Wicked. All over the world. Love it, love it. Wicked, wicked. All right, so USA. So Mike's first, and then it's Joe. Is it Mike and Joe? No, it's Joe. Okay, Joe and Mike. Okay, for some reason I thought it was Mike and Joe. You know, I used to love this in the arcade, man. Me and my mate Chris rinsed this out, man. And that's why I like arcade games so much. We rinsed out a lot of games on the computer, but arcade was just something special, right? Arcade was just something. A lot of people I speak to on different discords, they're really into FPGA gaming for consoles, right? But I always say that, you know, between me and most of us group of friends, I had the games that I wanted to play or had access to them. Arcades I didn't, man, and that's why I love. That's why I absolutely love FPGA gaming. Yo, Scalino, the first, man, wicked. Let's see. Really hate that close range fireball. Yeah, oh, it's too close. It just kind of misses them. Come on, come on, connect it. Okay, I'm actually. Let me see if I can just play it like a normal game now. Do a few punches. Maybe only mash it when I get close. Then arcade, if anyone out there that played this in the arcade, right, was it only me and well everyone in London that picked Japan first? Because Retsu and the Disappearing Ninja, I forget the Disappearing Ninja's name, were the easiest characters, right? So you always went Japan, and then I can't remember the order it went after Japan. I remember in China they were a little bit tough as well, right? And England was cool, right? We had Birdie and Eagle as well, but everyone was tougher. Japan was just, you're kind of like guaranteed to get those two fights done. Shall we let me turn it up again, and we're gonna get the oh, wicked. Come on. We jamming.
Listen, but don't forget the Analogue Pocket all over the world.
Ah, yeah. Ah, love it, love it. Jap, USA, England. Okay, cool. Was that the order? China, right? Thailand. Okay, cool. But everyone picked Japan first, yeah? Because you can pick the country at the beginning. And it's quite funny, right? You know, a Japanese game made their native country. This guy comes in at you with punches, man. I remember him being fairly tough. Oh, hey, ain't that tough now? Eat my fireball. Let's see if we can complete this. If I die, I'll give up. But let's see if we can do this. Wicked, wicked. Guys, if you're just tuning in, appreciate it. If you haven't hit that like button, please hit it. It helps the channel get noticed, man, and it helps it kind of get out there. So spread good vibes, press that button. Right, I don't want to lose. Oh man, look at that. I'm a shill for that like button, and now Mike just come and killed me, man. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop shilling with that like button. I got to do Mike now. Iron Mike. See, again, you know, Boxer in Street Fighter 2, I always thought it was based on this guy, right? Obviously, he was called M. Bison in the Japanese version, right? So as it's called M. Bison, and this guy was called Mike, you kind of expect it to be Mike, Yeah, Mike definitely doesn't like the shoe, unloved homie. So, right, this is why. So here the logic, right? This guy here. Oh. Okay, the Dragon Kid. So, yeah, so this guy in here was called Mike, right? So it made sense when. So let's go Japanese version of Street Fighter, right? Street Fighter 2. Balrog, how it's known in the Western world, was known as M Bison in there, right? So just in case you're one of the people that doesn't know this, when Capcom released Street Fighter 2 outside of Japan, they thought they don't want to get sued or anything by Mike Tyson by having the boxer called M Bison, so they shuffled the names around. So M Bison became Balrog, and then Vega was the last boss, like Bison. So Vega got Bison, and then Balrog was Claw. It shuffled around to Vega. So they kind of shuffled that around. But I do feel that, you know, the boxer in Street Fighter 2 is actually based on this one. It just kind of makes sense. And a really funny thing, Mike Tyson didn't even know that the boxer in Street Fighter was named after him, right? So that was interesting, right? So I saw my brother from another mother, SNK Kev, say Ryu Kenden. Whether that was just something a little bit different or whether that was a game, because it was standing out in block capitals, I'm gonna do the honourable thing, and I am gonna look to see if that is an actual game. Because you know what? There's stranger name for games, guys. There's stranger names for games, right? Okay, let's run with this, and we're gonna go in here, and it was R. No, okay, it wasn't a game. Okay, cool. All right, okay. So guys, if there's anything you want to see, get the names in. But in the meantime, I will pick a game for myself, which will be here, and I think it's a brawler, right? I think it was this one here, Riot Zone. Let's go Riot Zone, right? Wicked. And this was kind of alright from what I remember. Let's watch some intros, man. Well, what sounds like we're about to watch the news, right? Dun, 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 dun. At the 10 o'clock news today, 2 guys went to Bossman's, who is still in the danger zone, and he looks like a boss because he's bald and he's got a lot of hair on the side. Rotates around and says, Ron Jeremy was my uncle. And he's like, hey, when I grow up, I want to be Cody. And then where's the other guy? He's like, all right then, yeah, let me just smoke my cigar. All right, I'm gonna make it go down here. I've got actually nothing to say there. Right, let's see, anything interesting happening? Wicked. I hope everyone's having a good Sunday, man. Is anyone at work? Is anyone actually watching from work, right? Or are you all like chilling at home? I know some of you guys have got like early morning, afternoon, whatever different times you got. And this is one thing I love about the internet, man, and streaming. We get all different zones in here. Ninja Gaiden, was that even out for? Was that out? Was it Shadow Warriors or was it Ninja Gaiden? Was it out? I can't fully remember, to be honest. But yeah, no worries, SNKK. We can check that. Ooh, Vampire Killer, man. Love that name, man. Anyone heard of anyone planning to port WrestleFest to Mister? So Vampire Killer, no. I actually verbally spoke to the developer this morning, and like we spoke on the telephone like it was 1991, the year that game was released. So at the moment, no, but anything can change, right? There are no immediate plans, but it may well come over, right? But you know, at the moment, no. At the moment, pocket only. But don't give out hope yet completely, even though there's no immediate plans and there's nothing kind of mentioned about it. There's always a possibility of it coming over, right? So yeah, that's a possibility. No, Vampire Killer, it's not open source. So what a lot of developers do, when they're working on stuff, it's closed source, and when they feel it's ready or they want to release it, they'll release it. So at the moment, it's closed source, but it may at some point come out for the Mister, right? So just keep an eye, man. I mean, if you don't have a pocket, sorry, man, that's the only way you're going to play it via FPGA. If you want it on the Mister, then a real good option is oh, that's funny, Tony Hawk. I think I must have made that before. Tony Hawk, the pro skater. Yeah, at the moment, Groovy MAME is a good option, right? You know, if you've got CRT and you can put it out on that, you're kind of good. Yeah, Yeah, you know what? Yeah, do you know what? I'm really glad that's over, man. And you know what? I have to say, you know, right? It's different when you're on the internet, right? And you're kind of talking, and you're talking behind the keyboard and everything. It's different, right? Emotions get a bit of you, and you do silly stuff. Promod was super good, I have to say. No hard feelings now. Like, you speak like it's 1991, the year the game WrestleFest came out. We spoke, we agreed on stuff, we agreed on a lot of stuff when we went there, and it was nice, right? Because I woke up in the morning and to messages from, or a message from Promod initiating the thing. And yes, I initiated messages before. This time he initiated, and you know, we done it. There's no point in life holding grudges, right? We're a small niche. Things happen, right? I've done unsavory things, people have done unsavory things, but you know what? The important thing is to kind of move along for that. So, you know, maximum respect there, because no matter what happens, whatever happened between either two of us, any one of us can be stubborn or whatever, but we weren't, and we've gone through it. And you know what? Honestly, I felt really good about it after, and I'm sure you know, Pramod felt good about it as well. So Pramod, if you're watching, hey buddy, hope you're having a good day. Oh my god, this guy's hanging out there, man. This isn't the best beat 'em up anyway. Oh wow, okay, I like that kind of special move. But yeah, man, this is the peace, love and happiness stream. Sorry, that's a Gary tune, man. I'm not gonna try and sing it because I am terrible, man. I've got the singing skills that will literally kill a parrot. But I tell you what, I can sing like an Indian lady. Because my voice is quite high pitched, or a little, it's not as manly as I'd like it. I like my voice when I get a cold. I sound like a real guy with that deep voice, right? But apart from that, I recognize that my voice is very, very feminine. So if I want to sing like an Indian lady, it just kind of works. Like, see, it just, I can do it, right? I know I'm mocking myself here. But I can do that high pitch, but that's the only one I can do, and it's not really my jam. So you know, I'm the kind of guy that would get kicked out from karaoke, right? It will happen. They'll be like, yeah, sorry, your type aren't welcome, and I fully expect it. And just for that, I'm getting beaten up by 3 topless dudes that don't look like they have good intents for me. So this game is yeah, let's do the special. Yeah, Hawk is gonna get you. Look at that, I'm punching on his man boob, right? Short for moves. Oh, I don't know. Oh, okay. That's quite funny. The animation's wicked. Come on. What? That was a trap. It's a trap. Go. Okay, what's this? What's this? Homie. Oh, sorry, I'm kind of just Vampire Killer. Sorry, I'll kind of just pop my head over in between games on chat. Sorry about that. Sorry to mention about the drama, but I just saw the word drama in there, so I just thought, all right, I'll elaborate a little bit, because all parties concerned now are happy with the outcome. So you know, it's good vibes all around, and you know, to a better future. Hopefully, it will stay like that, and our niche community will stay absolutely awesome, and only bring good people and good vibes to it. Right, let's have a look. Oh, okay, cool. Sorry, dude. You know what? Let me put on the next game, right, and actually pay attention to the chat. Let's exit this call. Okay, look here. I just find it. I find, right. So Ryan Casper, I find my voice quite feminine. Maybe it's just me, right? When I hear my voice, like, sometimes I'm like, man, that is terrible. How can people listen to me? But I'm the guy at work that has to do all the training sessions and the meetings. I just get put forward to it, sometimes with zero notice. I've gone into stuff where I've got no idea what I'm doing. I'm reading, guys. I've given training, right, where like I'm an expert in the field, right, and it's been where it's local and it's over Teams to like external kind of companies involved in there, right? And I swear to you, all I'm doing is I'm reading off slides. I'm reading off there, and I'm reading off there like I'm an expert in this particular field. I am not. I'm literally reading a presentation. Yo, Inaki Xperia or Xera Xbaria. Cool. Sorry, man. I butchered that. Let me just do your first name. Inaki. Inaki, how are you doing? Oh, Ninja Gaiden. Right. Let's see if we've got Ninja Gaiden. Hopefully we have. Nope. Only Nexus Z here. Let's see if it's on the Shadow Warrior. Was it under? No, Shadow of the Beast. No, nothing there. So let's try a random game here. Super Ray. Okay, that's Super Thingy. Okay, cool. Let's go back out. If anything here is here with you. Okay, hold on. Oh, that sounds cool, doesn't it? Right? Tenchi or Kurai. It just sounds really cool in Japanese. So let's run with that and see if that actually boots up. And we've been quite fortunate with some of the random games. They've been booting up, and hopefully we'll get that beautiful screen. Ooh. So I can't actually tell here if the games that are more than 27 are kind of running here. I kind of have no idea, because that pack I've got with that 80-90 gig pack, I don't really know much about it. I don't know what's there. But again, oh, this might be an RPG. But I'm digging the art style. Let's see what the intro's like, right? There's obviously a big battle coming there. They're all running now. Again, I'm digging the art style, man. It's like it almost reminds me of a cartoon when they want to create the fact that all this, there's a big army or a big crew coming to like beat you up and whatnot. So Ryan, Casper, Run Pixel, stand up, guys. I didn't expect that. Yeah. Beef. No, to be honest, yeah, it's cool, man. It's like Ryan, it's over, man. I'm just so happy, man. It's just absolutely great. So big props out to the guy as well, man. Big props. Right, let's press the start, because this is lasting a long time, and it might be. I get a feeling it's going to be an RPG. Oh man, they got that guy. They battered him, and now they're carrying off, man. Right. Generate will skip. Unable to generate. Okay, unable. Right. Okay, cool. When you do, all right, I didn't know that. Sorry, I know pop data. Have I paused it? I did crash. Okay, that may just have crashed. Okay, or maybe it was loading. I don't know, but I felt like that was going to be a heavy Japanese kind of based one. Let's look here. Oh no, man, you burnt your hands. Sorry, dude. Sorry to hear that. Can never be nice, right? We do a lot of stuff with our hands and our eyes, man. So yeah, Dick. Yeah, it's not cool. Hopefully you'll heal good. Yeah, hopefully you'll heal good. Oh man, I had this guy at work, man. Poor guy. I'll tell you this in a second. Let's load a game up, right? And so we've got some eye candy rather than this. But yeah, poor guy. That's all I keep saying is, and I'll keep saying it. Hopefully this will run. Oh no, that's then 27. I need to remember that those ones aren't going to work. Really need to clean this up. I'm going to delete all the JSON files and just create them from scratch again. So was it Strider I was going to look at? Was it something bloody else? All right, let's go Golden Axe actually. How you doing? Well here. Burnt my hand arm some days ago, but still fine. Thank you. Also, sorry for my strange. Dude, don't apologize for your surname, man. Like you, no one knows what my name is, right? Guys, just gonna give you a little spoiler here, right? In case you weren't aware, but my as people would call it, my Christian name or my legal name is not Pixel Cherry Ninja. So it's not, my first name isn't Pixel, my last name isn't Ninja, and my middle name definitely is not Cherry. But dude, it's your name, right? It's whatever you kind of are. But take this funny thing, right? You reminded me when you said, you burnt your hand /arm. There's a poor guy at my work, man. He cycles in every day. He works in a completely different department and everything, but I meet a lot of people at my work, and the guy was cycling back. We had a big season of rain here. Like we had heavy rain for a long time here in London, man, or in UK in general, right? So what happened with the guy is, as he was cycling in the rain, right, he there was a pothole, but it was concealed with the water. He couldn't see it. So as he tried it, as he Pixel Cherry Cringe. Oh man, where is Pixel Cringe Ninja? I missed that guy. I was kind of hoping he attended more streams. He definitely adds some entertainment there, Michael. Yeah, so this guy when as he was cycling, he landed in this pothole, but he couldn't see it because there was so much rain. It just looked like he was going over water. But the poor guy fell down and he broke both of his arms, guys. He broke both of his arms and he couldn't do anything with those arms. So, when the guy had to do everything, the poor guy, his mother had to do it. Feed him, change him, bathe him. If he had to go toilet, the mother had to literally do all that part for him. And I felt for the guy, man. I really felt for the guy. And he's a nice guy. He's genuinely a nice guy. I like the guy. I like the guy a lot. And that happened, and I was like, oh man, just felt so bad. And he's all healed up now, and he still cycles. So that was, yeah, it was awful, man. But it kind of happens. I wanted to cycle at one point, right? I was going to buy an electric cycle. Now, this not exactly unethical, right? But at my work, right? So for example, like fuel to my work, right? To drive to my work and to drive back cost me like about £8, right? In fuel there and back. Public transport round about the same, right? That's what it's going to cost me. So if I bought an electric bike which can give you 30 miles on a full charge, it's a 10-mile journey. It meant I could just always charge my bike at work and literally get free transport to work, saving like £8 a day, right? But I can't ride a bike because I used to ride a bike when I was young. Now that I'm older, I have the mentality of a car, of a driver. So when I see bikes, I see them as more of a hazard, right? And also, you can only like ride it on the road, and some of the roads are damn dangerous, man. Wow, 2 broken arms at once. So you know what? Inaki, you know what? Good thing is, well, not a good thing, but hey, you know what? Like, okay, you burn your arm, you burn your arm, you burnt your hand. Not cool, not nice. But you know what? It could have been worse. And that's one thing in life. It's important for us to reflect and be grateful on stuff. Grateful for stuff that we have. I was speaking to someone earlier that was depressed about a certain situation, and I said to them, look, there's countries out there. I won't name any of the countries because I don't like doing political, religious talk, anything like that on the channel. But there's countries out there where people are getting bombed, right? They've hardly got any food. They're having to choose what child of theirs to feed and what one not to feed. You know, they're losing limbs, they're losing loved ones. So, you know, we're in a lot better position than a lot of other people, and sometimes it's good to reflect on that and just kind of remind yourself that, you know what, yes, you may not have it as good as some of the people out there, but man, you've not got it nowhere near as bad as a lot of other people out there, you know. So it's good to kind of think of that sometime. Like, and a good advice always is, don't look at those above you and feel envious that you're missing something, but look at those below you and feel grateful that you have something, you know. And that's a kind of good way to look at stuff, right? And a lot of stuff in life as well that I always say, that hope for the best, but always be prepared for the worst, right? Have something in place that if things don't go to plan, you know, you just have something in place for it, right? I mean, I've kind of worked with people that they live from paycheck to paycheck, and not necessarily because it's life is tough and they can't make money. It's just been because they'll just spend everything they'll have, and they'll they'll always borrow money that they'll pay off on payday, but they just like to go out and do stuff, and they have no sense of anything. They're the kings on payday, and then for like 2 or 3 days after payday, they've got no money. Yeah, nuts. Okay, I like the intro for this, right? Going back to the gaming, and you know, without getting too philosophical, I really do like this system. Now, I had the PC Engine. I've never seen the PC Engine CD. I've never touched the PC Engine CD. I've never seen it in a shop in the UK. It's just not something I've ever seen in my whole life. But it does look nice. Golden Axe. I feel like I'm watching a cartoon here for Golden Axe, right? I mean, it's wicked. The poor dwarf guy. I never remember the names, right? Never. It's the woman, the man, the dwarf. It's always been that. I know the woman is called like Tyrus or something, but woman, man, dwarf. Now, in the arcade in the UK when Golden Axe was out, everyone raced to pick the female character, right? Because she had the best magic. But I actually found out later that the dwarf is the best guy to pick because he's got the strongest attack. Yo, Chris's Retro Gaming in the house. Pixel Meaning of Life live on YouTube. Well, you know what? That's the whole fun of live streams, right? I mean, I go off script in videos and talk random stuff, but I really talk crap in these live streams, man. Really, and that's the fun part of it, right? It's unplugged. It's just roll with it, right? Go with whatever you want to go with. So yeah, good stuff. Like it. And guys, Chris's Retro Gaming, big shout out to him as well, man. Guy really does help out in the background whenever I'm stuck with something from a technical standpoint and it needs. Wow, this looks terrible. Okay, sounds wicked. This is bad. Yeah, so sorry, going back to Chris's Retro Gaming, you may know him around certain places of the internet as Terminator 2K2. He was sent back in time to kind of help people within the FPGA gaming and even sometimes the retro gaming community. The guy's very, very helpful. Honestly, there's been times where I'm like, oh, dude, I need a hand with this. And Chris has literally gone out of his way, taken time out in the day to help. So mad props to you, Chris. Yeah, this isn't a very good version. I mean, it's not a bad version of it, but it really isn't that good. Bit kind of, I feel like it feels more like a Master System port, or maybe a little bit better than a Master System port. But you know what? The moves and stuff are working. Yeah, I think I need to use some. There's got to be one up here as well, right? I don't even need him. I'm gonna max that. Okay. I'm imagining it's run or select, right? And the better games on the PC Engine, they made select as pause and run as a third button. It just kind of worked better because then you didn't have to let go of the D-pad to press it, right? You could stretch your kind of finger over on the controller. Let's see special. I haven't used it yet. Oh, it's got it special. It's very, very fast. Oh, look. Look, I don't want to leave you. The pet got attached. Let's see. Now, so start, run is pause. Yeah, you know, it's not a bad version. It don't look that good, man. PC Engine can yeah, I've seen better on PC Engine, guys. What time we got? Oh, okay, now I've still got time. Okay, not bad. One more magic to max again. Not really bad. Random game moment. Yeah, this isn't the best, but I have to say, as far as playability goes, it's not actually bad. I really liked Golden Axe, man. This is one of those games that when I found it in the arcade, I still remember where it was. The arcade, the main, it was a chip shop. We used to play a lot of stuff in the chip shop. Okay, that just looks wrong. It looks like I'm in a garden. I'm here to mow your hedges. Let me see if we could do that. No, okay. I want to do the strongest attack in the game. Let's see if it works. Yeah, it does work. Okay. Let's see if we can run them off the cliff here. Come on, come on. At least keep it like that. Come on, run, run. No. And wrong enemy type as well. What? It's like he caught me from there. Okay, let's look at the kind of level 2 magic here, right? Oh, hold on. Let's see if I'm just curious now to see exactly what's in here. You know what? Let me just kill you guys. Wow, that didn't even kill them. Missing the sound effects. Ooh. I'm kind of interested if we've got the one with the fireball. Oh, come on. It disappears too quick. You can't even... Okay, just one each. Come on. Oh, here we go. Okay. Not the best game, right? Because in the Analogue Pocket, we've got like the arcade version of... we've got the arcade version, haven't we? We've also got the Mega Drive version. There's also like a Mega Drive hacked version that lets you play with arcade colors, or it brings the colors closer to the arcade. But you know what? I'm colorblind, so it won't really matter to me that much. There's some games where I do like recolors of it. There's a recolor of Harmony and Dissonance that I kind of like. I swear I just saw all my health there. Okay, cool. Let's is there anything else you guys want to see? Let me have a look at chat to see if there's anything there. Wicked. All right, we're gonna go wicked. Oh, cotton. Wicked. All right. Chris, have you got this core on your pocket yet? Right? Are you having to exit the core every time you want to change game? At least in my experience, I have it done it 5-6 times in a row. So I was like, let me just exit the core every time I want to launch another game. I'll just do that. So let's go here. I haven't got it, man. Sorry, dude. I don't know what pack I got. I don't know yeah, I might need some help finding a location of yeah, of like a good pack to fit on here, man. Shame, unless cotton's called something else on there. Okay, it's yeah, it's annoying. Okay, cool, right? Okay, so it's the same thing with you as well then. Fantastic night. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, wicked, fantastic night dreams. Cotton, nice. Okay, wicked. Hopefully less than 27. Yo, Al's back in the house. Was it like, no, I don't know. It's been a while, right? Because where this core has been, like, it's something that I've kind of put on the back burner, right? I selected a bunch of games that were less than 27 or 26 files, and I just put those on there, and I kind of ran with those. But I never really played it a lot because I think it was running at a decent stage, and then the the latest update kind of made it a little bit worse, and then it was just kind of left alone for like a long part because Mazamars was busy for a long time. So I just never really looked at it. So I was like, okay, I've got all this other stuff to play. It's not like I had this system. I enjoy playing it, right? But it wasn't like I had it and I had to have it. You know, there's certain things that I want. Like my biggest wants at the moment, right, on FPGA gaming in general are right, my biggest wants are Sega System 18. I really want Shadow Dancer and Alien Storm. Just really like Shadow Dancer, man. I just want to play that game even more. And CPS3. CPS3, I just want it for Third Strike. When some of my friends come around, we played a lot of Third Strike in the arcade. I've got a few Super Turbo friends that come around as well, but I like Super Turbo, man. But once you play Third Strike, like Super Turbo's good, Third Strike is just something else. And as well as that, I really would like a PGM core. That's nice, but in all honesty, like I find MAME does a decent job of it, man. I enjoy playing it on MAME or even like RetroArch or somewhere with maybe, you know, like a little bit of run ahead on or something. It works well. And I never really played any of the PGM stuff in the arcade, so I really don't know what I'm missing. I'm not going to be able to find any inaccuracies with it, unless obviously the inaccuracies are really bad, and you know, all of a sudden like the color just goes completely off, even to the point where I know it's off. Oh, okay. Oh, right. Let's have a look. Let's see if it crashes. I know one of your favorite games is Cotton, right? Because anytime there's a new system, you're like, yeah, man, I like Cotton. Ah. The Cotton on the Sega Saturn is just very good, man. Really like that one. Yeah, I'm doing badly here. Wow, those bats are funky looking, right? I don't know what they are. Those flying kind of eyeballs and whatnot. Interesting. Okay, wait. That was for Chris. Chris's Retro Gaming. Really good, man. Like my ex-boss sent me a message today, right? He goes, I'm going to a market, and it's kind of like near where he is. He's kind of like out of the city. It's like, is it Essex or Kent area? I think it's like the Kent area. And he said, look, I'm going to a market, right? So we have like the Sunday boot sales. And he said there's like 900 stalls out there. He goes, is there anything you want? So I sent him a few screenshots of the controllers that I wanted, but he didn't find any there. I was like, if you see these cheap and they look like someone, you know, it's not been used as a murder weapon and it's like a couple of pounds, then yeah, just grab it for me, right? But he didn't find any. But it was nice of the guy to find it, because sometimes you find all right stuff in those car boot sales, right? There's some decent ones. Guys, anyone got a game? I'm gonna try and find like a random game that I like. Hawaii Island Girls. Okay, let's have a look at this. What's Hawaii Island Girls? I hope I'm not doing some hentai here. If not, I'm gonna have to turn it off very, very quickly. There's a great port of the cotton on the X68000. Okay, that's good to know. What? Sorry, guys. Okay, that was right. Was not my intention. Why is that in there? Oh man, I don't want to get flagged up as an adult content channel, man. Oh god. Right, and I knew it. I was like, you know what? Yeah, I legit thought it might have been a game. I need to delete that damn thing off there. And actually, maybe not. I might have to go in and edit that, man. Oh, that's nuts, man. That is nuts. I can go in. What point am I? Right, around 1 hour 49. Around there. I'm gonna find that part after. I'm going to delete that little second kind of thing out there, man. Yo, Patreon tube in the house. Right, okay. Let's now run the core again. That was embarrassing, man. I've broke into a little bit of a sweat now. You know, like, you know what? Like, sweat tells a lot about people, right? It tells you a lot about people. If you're in a situation, right, and look out for people, look out for their forehead, right? The forehead tells a great story, guys, right? If all of a sudden during a conversation you're having a debate, right? And you know there's a conflict between you know, yourself and somebody else, then what's road spirits? Let's check this out. So if there's a conflict there, right, and you see them break into a sweat, and you see that sweat all of a sudden just pop out of there, you've won that conflict. That's it. That person's lost it. They're too nervous. You can kind of do that. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I break that sweat on people. Sometimes I've had that where I'm in a situation and I know I've broke out in that sweat. I'll try and cover it to make sure the person doesn't realize, so I don't lose whatever it is that I'm doing, whether it's something I'm trying to argue for at a meeting or anything like that at work. But yeah, I'll try not to kind of show that, but often I look out for that, right? Oh, Star Parodia. Parodia. Oh man, I really hope I don't get like a warning for running with adult content, you know. I don't know how much that's going to get picked up there or anything. Hopefully not, right? Am I ready? What is it? Okay, yes. Hope this isn't a writing sim or something, right? Where you're writing letters and whatnot. Oh, okay. Is there a gear thing here? Oh, okay, yep. Let's go into high gear. I wasn't looking at it yesterday. I can't remember what the... Oh yeah, what we were looking at yesterday was Victory Run, wasn't it? On PC Engine CD. Really did like the cars up ahead look like they're floating. Okay. Mediocre at best. Let's get out of here. Did someone thought mention a game of Star Parodia, right? Okay, wicked. Let's do Star Parodia. I really wish the adult stuff weren't in these packs, right? When you get them, you know, it kind of gave you like a warning on there. But even sometimes I'm like I'm doing like MAME or something, and I remember when I was streaming once with was it Big Box or something? It just, yeah, just, you know, you'd get like something just running, right? You'd get something running, you know, like those games where you kind of, what is it, like a little bug or something, and you move it around, exposing parts of the level, and they show up. Yeah, they would kind of show up, man, and some of them were quite explicit. But then I realized when you're installing Big Box, there's actually an option where it says, do you want to Oh, okay. Yeah, you know, your what is it? Do you want to avoid all the adult games, and you can avoid them even if you have them in your ROM set? It doesn't create like media for it or anything. Oh, what's going on here? Am I something up here? Let's just. What happened there? Right, I don't know what I need to do. Wicked. Okay, PCE, I mean, Wiki, oh, PC Engine, okay. Well, okay, Hyperdyne, let's have a look there. Since this is, we're at a dead end here for something. Unless there's something within core settings, right? Alright. Just trying this. I don't think it's an arcade system. No, it's not. So let me turn that option off because I don't want to. Right, let's get out, and I haven't wrote that down, but I'm going to try and find it in here. Hyperdyne sidearms. Right, okay. Hyperdyne. Oh, wicked. All right, wicked. Well, we're having really good luck with the games though, guys, right? And at this point, I'm expecting anything, as long as it gets to this part, I'm expecting it to run. Okay. Right, sidearms, standalone before Christ. Oh, okay. A standard before Christ. And all right, interesting. Let's go easy. Or change the system card. All right, we'll go back to that one after. Yes, change the system card, then go back to reset. All right, cool. I'm kind of excited now. I'm like to go back to that one to see what happens. I get auto fire working really good here, man. Not a bad game by any means, man. Oh, okay. Interesting. Now I'm gonna have to go freeway. Oh, I got myself a cow. Very fast speed on this as well. Interesting. Oh wow. I've never really played this game before. I've definitely heard about it, right? Everyone knows the name Sidearms, right? Wow. Now that is some power, man. I've joined forces. I wonder if that's limited or I'm going to be like that, because you know what? I am feeling powerful. It's definitely a little bit of a twist on shmups, right? Definitely a bit of a twist. That's, yes, looking good. Interesting. Let's change it. Ooh, look at that. Got a big laser coming out. I think that was actually quite good. The bullets look big. Oh, I'm gonna say I'm gonna get to a boss. Hello, boss. And oh, you're really fast in this. Right, let's go back to Star Parodia, right? I kind of want to check that out. I want to do that thing that he says. Change the system card in the core settings, then reset. Right, okay, we are going to do that. Right, wicked. Let's kick back even in. Huh? What's all this flat earth stuff in there? Is that a bit random? Am I missing stuff in check? Was that just a fun fact that you came up? Did you know that planets are hollow and there's no such thing as flat earth? Okay, cool. Wicked. Right. I tried walking around the earth just to confirm, but I got tired and I came back home. Right, so core settings, and it was change the system card, right? So we're looking for play mode, use. What option am I looking at, dude? So display mode, controls. Okay, reset core, use turbo, CD debug, use 6 button, turbo, extra sprites, raw RGB color, master audio, PCM audio, CD system region. Is that, which one is it? Unloved Tommy, Mr. Tommy. Jeez, wicked. Looks like system card 3 is what they want. Looks like system card 3, right? So, well, look, I can't see anything here to kind of do that, man. Am I being completely dumb here, right? No, use turbo tap, no. CD debug, no. Turbo 1, turbo 2, extra sprites, master audio boost, PCM audio. I can't see anything here apart from arcade system, man. I love telling me, am I missing something here, dude? Right, okay. Right, okay, cool. Right, yeah, no idea here, but we tried the arcade one, didn't we? Unless system region? Yeah, let's try system region. Can't change cart from menu. Ah, okay, cool. Let me put that back then. Right, okay, that's fine. We can run another game. I'll pick a random one unless someone's obviously picked one out there. Oh wow, we've gone over that 2-hour mark. That's all good. What now? I think maybe about another 15-20 minutes and then we'll call it a wrap. And then I've got to go into editing and erase out the female that was in this, the one that I bombed. And you know what? Lesson to self, man. Don't even want to take a chance. Yo, Filet, how you doing, man? Welcome. Moon is made of cheese. You know, I'm eating a lot of cheese, man. Since my wife's away, like, that is my diet. And I'm so lazy. I even went and bought grated cheese so I don't have to grate the cheese myself. You know, while making pasta, whack some cheese on there. Yeah, having a sandwich, yeah, whack some cheese on there. Some cheese on toast. Cheese has been a large part of my diet while my wife's been away. Just very, very easy to work with. I generally think in the UK, we like cheese, man. We like a lot of cheese. You know what? I'm interested in the first game here. I'm going to run this because when I was looking at the folders, this one here had more than 27 files in there. So I'm not expecting this to work by any means. But if it does work, this has got more than 27 bin files in there. Is it going to work? Oh, it has worked. Okay. I'm sure this one has. So, I don't know. Maybe there's something there. Maybe Maz has done some magic there. I'm not quite sure. Is this new? Yes, it is. No, do you know what, Filet? This is not even a beta core yet. This is a alpha core. It's alpha 0.20, I think. All right, I don't even know what I'm looking at here, but let's go press run button. Yes, it is available to try this. What the hell? This is Video Game Esoterica's region, man. This is nuts. Okay, this is nuts. Seriously, guys, this has been the most nuts game of the entire stream. You know, apart from the time we got photo bombed with some corn. Yeah, this is definitely. I bet you if you search this title right on YouTube, you'll get Video Game Esoterica's channel. This is right up his street, man. This is the kind of stuff he likes jamming to sometimes, man. He's a top guy VG, man. Very, very good. Since doing like the channel, it's nice speaking to the guy and comparing notes. Mate, this game is just whack. Very chilled in his bathtub. You know what? I ain't taking a chance after that corn incident, just in case like I knock him out. And yeah, this is proper weird, man. I don't want to. Hey, ho, Tresurrector, how you doing, man? Good to have you here, man. One of my local peeps. Yeah, gonna have to. Yeah, I don't want to pick anything out there, man. Around 1:49, around that time. Yeah, we had. I messed up. Let's have a look. Right, okay. So again, I'm kind of happy with this, right? So Bomberman 94. Okay, Bomberman was good on this. But anyone remember Bonanza Brothers? That was decent. What was Buster Brothers? Let's look at that. Banza was good. Hey guys, if you're just tuning in, really do appreciate it if you press that like button. It really does help out more than you could ever imagine. Right, okay, we're kind of having joy, man. Maz, if you're watching this or you catch the replay, games are working. They're working good. I'm not expecting this much stuff to work, but it's working. It's working out there. So oh wow, we got a pang. Let's do this. BGMBCN, I'm gonna go to wicked Inaki, thank you very much, man. And if it does help with friends, we've actually got a really good running meme, right? It's really funny. I'll try and post it on my socials. He sent it to me one day, but I have to keep finding it in chat and putting it out there. It's just like you know, I gave up my friendship with this guy because, you know, because PCN is my friend now, and it's actually quite funny. You know, you can't go wrong with Pang, right? Is there a bad version of Pang? Okay. Yeah, I don't know if there's a bad version of Pang. I kind of like Pang anywhere I've played it, man. Was Rondo? Yeah. Oh, you know the translated version. Let's try that after. Actually, we'll try that at the next one. I don't think the translation. It didn't work for me the last time. All right, let's go. Let's go Rondo translated because that's going to be called Castlevania something. We ran the normal version. And that worked fine. Sound was in sync and everything. In fact, near the beginning of the stream, we ran Rainbow Islands. I remember playing that on here because I like that game, right? So what happened with Rainbow Islands now was... where is it? Here we go, Castlevania Rondo of Blood. Hopefully it'll run. So what happened with Rainbow Islands? You know when you complete the level and you collect the treasure chest? Nah, it's not working. Load error. I think this is what I was getting before. Unless there's something I can do here, Chris. To kind of make it work, but it's not working. The normal version works, the sounds in sync. But going back to Rainbow Islands, when you complete the level, let's have a look. Can we? I don't think there's anything in here. Nah. Oh, let me just. I don't know. I'm just trying stuff here. Nah. Okay, let's turn that back off. Yeah. So Rainbow Islands, when you collect the treasure chest, right? At the end of it, when you do a level, it'll play a little segment out of the boss music. That stuff stopped now, so that's somewhere where I've definitely noticed an improvement. So just good stuff. Shame the translation doesn't work, man. That would be interesting if it does. Do you have a PlayStation caught in your pocket? All right, you know what I'm going to do? Let me exit this now, right? Because I'm going to have to exit anyway. It doesn't work. I can't. You need to do some very specific stuff to get it to work. So, Inaki, I'll show it to you. I mean, it's publicly available. You can get it. I just wouldn't recommend getting it because it seriously doesn't work. It just doesn't work. You need to. It's like you need to strip a PlayStation game down to 10% of its capacity for it to work. And it just doesn't work, man. Here we go. Look, it's PlayStation. I tried running it yesterday for a laugh, and this was one of the games that I don't even know what I need to do to get it to run. You know, I've got all these tracks here. I don't know what. Oh, you know, I may not have the corresponding JSON file. I just have no idea. Yes, I've got no Q file. I just got no idea. Yeah, it might actually. There we go. Yeah, it's just not happening. It, man. It's not doing it. It's alpha working on. It's working really well, man. You know what? You're gonna have to wait for the Mega Drive version to come out, man, in order to play. If not, PlayStation 1 emulation's good on. I quite like the emulation. I can play it on emulation on one of those handhelds. So you're kind of all right with that. Right, let's go for. Yeah, but Philip, I'm finding it all right, man. I'm liking it. There are some issues with it, but overall, we're having fun. Like stuff's just working on here. It's working quite well. Whatever's working is working well. Okay, we're getting some load errors now on certain things, but I think anything that's a translation, maybe ROM hacks aren't quite working on here now. So let's try some stuff. Okay, in here. Ooh, Double Dragon 2 The Revenge. Oh, you know what? Was Saint Dragon out for this? I can't remember. It's called something else though, isn't it, on here? What's this one here? That's not it, is it? Oh, it's the translation again. It's not going to work. Anything with that English thing on there? Yes. It looks like any ROM hack out there, any translation ROM hack out there isn't quite there yet in regards to, you know, getting it to work, which is a shame. It would have been really nice to get that working, but you know, it is a work in progress. As it matures, it will start working. The developer will be working on this now, so excellent. Translation does work on this. Yeah, you know what, Scalino, yeah, likely it does. So as improvements are made, obviously some issues do arise, and some of the translations, yeah, ain't exactly working. I don't think any ROM hackers worked for me at all today, so let's just have a look. Okay, Forgotten Worlds, I kind of want a rotary stick on that, don't you? I kind of want to find something a little bit unique. Right, okay, image file. Okay, that's interesting. I want to find. Ooh, okay, I could keep forgetting because PC Engine. What's this one? Murder Club. I wonder if this is like a graphic novel or something. No idea what this is. Yeah, I'm quite happy playing the Japanese version as well. I don't think you need too much text in that game, right? Or do you? I can't remember. It's too difficult anyway. I'll get to a certain part and it just becomes unforgivingly difficult, man. Yeah, we've done Street Fighter today, man. We've done actually some very good commentary and impersonated some of the sound effects on there as well. Yeah, Fighting Street, we played the USA version. That's good. Well, it's as good as Street Fighter 1 can be, right? We conquered Japan, but I think I got my butt kicked in America on Mike. Mike got me, man. I swear, I feel like this is just going to be a graphic novel. Wicked. Yeah, give it a shot, man. Give it a shot. Absolutely no reason why you shouldn't try it, right? You know, you want to play stuff on the go. Obviously you've got Mister as well, so we've got a good core on the Mister. Has this crashed or? All right, let's go. Let's go out of there. I think even if we got into game, it may not be that well. This is a good game if you okay, if you like that sort of thing. Yeah, wicked, man. You haven't played the graphic novel for a while, man, since really what was it, Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright was my jam, you know. Love the Phoenix Wright games, the ones on the DS. I know there were Game Boy Advance games, right, in Japan, and then they were brought over as touchscreen things for the DS. But yeah, I really like those, man. In fact, my daughter plays them. She really likes them as well. Can't remember. What's Garu? That's sort of too special. Okay, that's got to be Fatal Fury, right? Is that what Garu is? Hopefully it works. Yeah, Phoenix Wright is banging, man. Have you played Danganronpa? I kind of want to play those, man. I bought those on the Vita originally, and I've to put it straight, I've effectively kind of borrowed it, right, on the Switch, because I already paid for them on the Vita, right? So one of my hacksmiths, I've kind of borrowed them. Okay, something's up here. Like that little shot though. That's quite decent. Okay, let's go back out. Let's try. So we tried number 2. Let's try the special one. Yeah, so yeah, the Phoenix Wright games are good, man. I think I've got like some of the other ones, the DLC ones on there. Yeah, system card thing again. Yeah, I'm not gonna, to be honest. We're almost approaching the end of this stream, man. Yeah, maybe another 10 minutes tops or something. So I'll kind of look at the other Garu game. Hopefully it will work. Let's have a look. PC Engine CD, and here we go. So let's have a look at this. Hopefully this will work, right? The other one didn't. Hopefully this one will work. Come on, don't let me down. It's been good so far. Yeah. Woo. Unless he's sitting here crying. That's got to be a thing for the card again now, hasn't it? It's got to be like, oh, I'm crying, I want to play. But here you go. Have a look at this nice little thing of Terry. He's got a bandana on. He's sitting by a river. Yeah, all right, Terry. You just get out of here. Let's have a look. Okay, let's just go. Oh, sorry, what am I doing? Okay, and guys, remember everything you're seeing here is no way reflective of like the final product, right? So this is a work in progress core. It needs quite a bit of work, and it will get that work. I don't know what this is. Eager sounds interesting. Arcade card enabled. Okay. Yeah, to be honest, it wasn't really kind of helping, so I've just kind of left it at that. Okay, has that crashed on me? Oh no, I picked the wrong one again. I didn't go into that folder. Remember, I need to go into that folder. I need to get rid of those JSONs, man. And have that here. Right, I kind of had the structure okay. PC engine CD and here. Okay, let's 27. I can't remember what game I went for now. Okay, so Cheeky Cheeky Boys is decent on this. Gradius, yeah, good stuff. Okay. Oh, it was this one, wasn't it? And hopefully it should work now, right? Just need to get into that less than 27 folder because I'm pretty sure all that stuff did. No, unloved homie, all good, man. We're approaching the end of the screen. So would we need to do the arcade card there? We can try that. Oh, let's give this a shot. Then we'll go back. I'll turn on. You know what? I'll do that right now. Right. Let's turn it on, and I'll turn it off if it starts giving us problems. Okay, I think I remember this game. I'm getting some good vibes again now. I'm gonna try Garou with that card after, right, to see if that works. Ooh, I like this. Oh, come on. Should be able to attach this little, attack this little bird. I don't want to talk. I just want to fight. Oh, sorry. I can't remember what it's called now. It's called like Iga Ninja something. Oh man. Okay. I need to very much so time my attacks. Okay, the weird enemies. I enjoyed doing like a PC Engine stream on it. That was a lot of fun. So many good games on this system. Okay, so I can, yeah, I've got that charge bar and I've... Oh, that's okay. Interesting. Can charge a little kunai out there. Interesting, interesting. Oh, what is that thing there, man? I want to die one more hit, but that's good. We can, well, we've got the arcade card turned on, so we can run with Garou again. Oh, wow. I'm not dying yet. All right, let's go with Garou anyway. Ooh, okay. All right, Philly, maybe we might get a chance to try that out. Let's go with Garou. Okay, here, and let's go. So let's just make, okay. Oh, wait, hey. Nice one, guys. I don't think Inaki, I don't think there's a Shinobi out for the PC Engine CD. All right, guys, you know what? I'm glad I listened, right? Because sometimes I miss a lot of stuff on chat. I loved homie. Yeah, sorry for thinking, oh, no, I don't want to mess around with a card. So just a question here. Is it safe to leave the card on, and will it only be used when it's required, like in an instant like this? So is it the same principle of leave the card in there, play your games, and if it's required, it will use it. If not, then cool, it won't. Huzzah, indeed. Okay, let's check this out. Fatal Fury. Easy option. Let's do this. Oh, I remember this screen. Wicked. Let's pick the big character, man. Oh, wicked. All right, no, I'm going to leave it on now. Wicked. I am going to do that. Thanks, Random Gaming Moments. And if I run into an issue, I'll go in and switch it off. Wicked. No, wicked. Everyone leaves it on. Nice one. Nice one. Here we go. So this is going to be a 2-button one. I'm not going to turn on 6-button controller. We're going to rock 2-button style, man. That's how we do things. Okay. Tell you what, this is impressive though for what this is. Big sprites. Let's do one more fight. This is fun. TMS, we've done Golden Axe PC Engine CD, and it really wasn't that pretty. We kind of tried it out. And hello, how are you? Oh, actually, funny enough, we here at the beginning of the stream, TMS. You're here like at the beginning of every stream. So if you weren't, well, you know what? Good to have you. And if you were and I've forgotten, I'm really sorry. Like I always say, my memory is just super crap. I kind of like an ear dive. I spam that quite a lot in this game. Oh, sorry, in any game that kind of allows it. Nice. Okay, let's try. What was the game Philae saying? Because Philae came in with a game, asked for it late. Gym Power in Mutant Planet. I think that might have to be the last one, guys. I'm gonna have to call it a wrap after that. So we're gonna go with Gym. Okay, we'll do two. We'll do one for TMS Double Dragon 2. Gym. Let's find Jim. Where are you, Jim? Who likes The Office here, man? I hear the name Jim. I don't think Jim Gordon anymore. I think Jim from The Office, man. If anyone hasn't watched The Office, the USA version, it really, really is a great show. Here we go. Let's now run this. Oh, World Heroes, yeah, man. Retro Tuner, I love that game. But we're going to do that. Oh, okay, let's see if we get a chance to do. Let me write this down. So, DD2 and WH. Put a circle around it as well. Let's have a look. Come on. No. No joy with Jim. Unless, now, let's try something. Let's turn arcade system off. And let's just give it a reset. See if that does anything. Nah, man. Inaki, I like the American one, man. British one is only 2 seasons. It's decent. The American one is just the whole show in and of itself, man. It's really, really good. Absolutely love it. But definitely prefer it to the UK one, man. Wicked. All right, so Double Dragon 2 and World Heroes will be the last 2 games we do. So let's go Double Dragon 2. I was kind of tempted to try Double Dragon 2, right? So I'm kind of glad You mentioned that, was it TMS that said that? So TMS and Retro Tuners final two requests. Philae, sorry your game didn't work, man, but there are some games that aren't working. Maybe it's just got too many files, right? And it's not picking it up or whatever, but it hasn't worked, so sorry about that. But he did remind us of Jim. So let's go here. We got Double Dragon 2 The Revenge. I'm optimistic this is going to work, right? Most stuff has worked, guys. If you've been watching the stream and yeah, if you haven't hit the like button yet, then yeah, that is super appreciated. It helps the channel out in better ways than you can imagine. Okay. Again, so good having like the CD quality soundtrack on here, man. Not that I'm big on sound. People are always telling me to get like what is it, the MIDI Pi, just for better sound when we were playing the X68000 core. Yeah, this is just as janky as Double Dragon. That's interesting. I think. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Look, one button attacks in one direction, the other in the other. Unless Double Dragon 2 was like this, I'm not too familiar with Double Dragon 2. If anything, I've played it. The Game Boy DMG version of Double Dragon 2 is really, really good, from what I remember. So one button attacks to the right, one button attacks to the left. So that's kind of interesting to know. So if I face that way, it should do a back kick. Okay, interesting. Not bad. Apart from I just got flying kick by this guy, man. Okay, so 2 buttons, flying kick. Do you know, Retro Tune, I really like World Heroes, man. I don't know if you've got Fight Cage, right? I'm not very good at World Heroes. I like the game. I don't know if you're ever up for it. We can do like a Fight Cage session. I'm quite happy even streaming it on my channel. You can stream it on your channel or even take turns or whatever and play Fight Cage. But I'm quite happy to go through the more kind of, you know, everyone plays Super Turbo and Third Strike. It'll be nice to go through some random old games. Me and Philae have done that before. Philae's jumped on stream a few times. The only thing is Philae's a hustler. Like he just kicks my ass. So, but we can definitely do something that'll be interesting. But World Heroes is fantastic, man. So guys, this is going to be the last game we do on here. I can't think of any stories now. I feel like it's not dark here yet. The stories come out when it's dark. I don't know what it is about the darkness, right? I really hope that that quick shot of that we kind of got right doesn't flag up as an adult thing on the channel. Hopefully it won't, but you never know. World Heroes, we haven't even got it unless it's in my normal folder, because no, we haven't got World Heroes. Guys, is there any other games in chat there that we've got? Wicked. All right, Wicked. Oh yeah, Philae, how did your UFC go? Feel free to drop a spoiler here, man. I don't really mind unless someone else does. I'm trying to see if there's a game here, guys. Any last game, a final game, and I'll do some waffle and then we'll kind of run off there. Anything of this list will definitely work, right? Yeah, I'm in less than 27. So someone tell me a game. Castlevania, we're gonna have to go for the intro again. So Chicky Boys, Forgotten World, Galaxy Deca Gaian, Ranma. Yeah, Ranma, we can do that. Had Ranma for the SNES. Ranma was good. Hopefully it works. Actually, I can't remember if this was one of the ones I put on and wasn't working. That's interesting. That's kind of it. So Ranma, yeah, Ranma was decent. Never quite watched like the anime of this. Oh, you know, I'm gonna press the button here because I don't want to get. I feel like this is one of those ones that, because it's an anime as well, it's one of those that breeds. Could potentially get a. Oh, okay, interesting. Right, a lot of precision attacks. Those bees are annoying, man. very mediocre game at best. I kind of prefer the one-on-one fighters. They're a little bit weird. I remember playing them against the CPU. They were weird. They were difficult. Like let's run one game that's got a good intro, and I really do like the intro for this game. So I think we started with it, so we'll finish with it as well, and just do like a little bit of an outro. And yeah, man, it's been a fun stream again. Really enjoying streaming, man. It's stopping me from making videos, to be honest. I should just focus and get some more videos out there. But man, I can't help it. I just like it. I really do enjoy streaming, man. It's a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of fun. And hopefully as well, I hope at some point to get Mazza on there as well. Maybe when he does like another release of this and some stuff happens. It's fun having him on. I've done the same thing again, haven't I? I need to get into that less folder, man. What am I gonna learn? I need to delete that off there. Too prone to errors with that. That's what I was, remember the stream ran late. I was trying all the stuff and I'm thinking, wow, I've got a problem with the core. And I was just running these JSON files that don't point anywhere, man. Which just kind of sucked. So I've got to go into that folder. Less than that. Wicked. Wicked has been to... Do you know what? You know what? TMS, only because I've got time off work. And I'm not really doing that much. Unloved homie, sorry man, we're just gonna kind of round up with this, man. I'm gonna kind of end it here, my bro. John, how's it going? Is this working up? The Pocket update? Yeah, I'm not quite sure, right? Because the Pocket update has pulled the codes from the GitHubs, so they do that. Philly, in order to do a PSX stream, I'll have to grab a whole bunch of games. I've got like maybe 10-20 games for the PlayStation that I've put on there. There's just too much storage that I would require to have, especially if we're doing requests. Yeah, I love homie for the next stream, my bro, for the next stream. So PlayStation, I'll have to be selective with it. So maybe I can do a stream and it can be themed about stuff and we can get a bunch of games. Maybe we can talk about that after or something. But nah, cool, man. But guys, yeah, I'm gonna kind of wrap it up here. Again, absolutely love the intro for this game, love the soundtrack for this game. Got to say, guys, like I said, I really enjoy doing these streams. You guys are particularly awesome in these live streams. Absolutely wicked. Yo, Tuna, wicked, man. I'll come if you're gonna stream later, I'll try and drop by as well, man. But yeah, you guys are, yeah, just stay awesome, guys. Hopefully there'll be more work on this core. As they are, I'll bring you guys updates. And yeah, hopefully we'll get like a major update soon and get out of alpha. But even for now, guys, enjoy it, right? You can see the stuff that when it works on it, it works really well. And today, the vast majority of games actually worked. I'd go as high as like 90, maybe even higher. 90% of the games worked, probably even higher, right? So there was 1 or 2 games that maybe didn't work. Translations aren't working at the moment, or ROM hacks aren't, but all the vanilla games are working well on this. So in this moment in time, if I had to say, yeah, is it worth playing this core or not, I would say definitely. Some of the sound sync issues, in fact, I didn't notice any sound sync issues at all during my gameplay. What else was there as well? There was, you know, let me run the intro. The intro was cool. So Rainbow Islands in particular, I always noticed that when I finished, oh, it's got a save. Nice. Okay, let's run with this, shall we? Game start. Don't take me into the game. Give me the intro. I want the intro again. No, okay. It just took us into the game. Sorry about that, guys. You can just watch this part when we finish it then. So, yeah. So Rainbow Islands, when we finished the level, at the end, we didn't get that little boss bonus part and everything. So, yeah, that's it, guys. Absolutely wicked. Enjoy. Thanks for the stream. More than likely I'll be doing streams during the week as well. Oh, in fact, I've got to take my car to get my air conditioning sorted on that tomorrow. Oh, I better text the mechanic firm. Right, just remembered. Right, guys, catch you guys around. Be awesome. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja